front porch, just killing time, talking about life with a sip of moonshine. Decoy's the host, he sets the scene with a crew of voices. The porch ain't serene. Pull up a chair, let the story spin. From BB to Boogie, let the jokes begin. Timmy's laughing, Tater grins wide, and poor old Paulie, he's the butt of the ride. Nick's got tales that'll make you wanna stay. Ace plays it cool in that laid-back way. The breeze rolls in with a Tennessee tune as the stars peek out by the light of the moon.
What's going on?
Wait, where are we?
Where's
Wait,
the
who was
room?
that? Who's that just talked?
Oh, good on my front porch. Stinks.
I'm confused.
Wait, is that Decoy?
Front porch. What you up to?
The front porch. Today's Sunday.
My show's whenever I want to.
What? Hold on, your show's whenever you want it to be.
I would hope not. Today's Saturday.
Yeah, two drunks. Wait,
You ain't drunk yet.
pork steak? What is that?
Jalapeno boudin.
Jalapeno.
I don't know.
Jalapeno.
Oh,
Idiot.
that was close.
Jack Daniels steak seasoning. Wait, is it that time of year again, Decoy?
Like that.
Oh, annual barbecue special.
Wait, hold on.
Is
Dude,
that what?
is he letting... Wait, we get to host the annual barbecue this year?
Okay, I'm down.
We're gonna see how well you say in action.
No, they're putting us in check again. Here we go.
How do you know? Yeah. Why does it always come to that with these guys? Every time.
We're gonna screw up or something. I mean, honest, we did kind of get started late, but that was different reasons.
Well, no, this is Decoy's fault. If you think about it, his show, we're co-hosting it. Somehow we're on the big screen because we were supposed to be doing two drunks. Got a bottle here. You got a jar there.
Only way I can see it is if he was gonna do it from his computer. Like he was the one that streamed everything.
How did
might have
he
been.
hide? How's he here? And how are we live on your computer on the front porch?
I mean,
You set the stream up for two drunks, right?
I could have swore I did. I hit the go live button and it just popped up on YouTube. You're live. Unless he created the front porch and it just chose that one.
We really need to switch to Twitch.
I told you that in the beginning. It's just, it was something we had. Lost episode.
Well, anyways, Decoy, apparently this is your show tonight, and we're the guests. And it looks like we have it looks like, Tristan, are you here for two drunks, or are you here for the front porch?
Is that Tristan?
Yeah,
here too?
Tristan.
I'm just here. Been a long time no hear from you,
Oh,
man.
he just said, I'm just here. Well, all right.
I'm so confused.
We can still cook the food and drink our drinks, though, right?
It was. I mean, this just showed up.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to stare at this all night and not eat it. I mean,
I do have the charcoal going, but that was because I was going to make us something else later.
I thought you said something about burgers at one point.
Yeah, burgers and hot dogs.
I was more happy about the burgers, but
Well, all right, passing the torch back to Decoy.
Well, that was before though. So we were going to do burgers and hot dogs, or I was going to do burgers. He was apparently going to do hot dogs. But now that we got this, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to make sure we can eat this stuff on the table. I mean,
How did you come across Bhutan? So far up north.
Yeah, that's the grill.
oh, okay. So that's it's prepping, and then you're gonna okay.
Yeah, it's got one of those feeder fires started.
Okay, yeah,
So I'm big on charcoal.
yeah, you are.
Like that gas to me, you might as well cook inside. We talked about this on last year's episode of the barbecue, and I swear by it. I'm blowing these mics out. I keep going into the red. Now I'm not going into it. Now, nope, there it goes.
But like we discussed last year, if you live with an HOA, you can't really have a good barbecue. They don't allow you to feel.
You just dump the ash in the garbage can. You let it cool off overnight to where it's not hot, and you throw it away. Isn't that how y'all do it? Isn't that how y'all do it in Florida, Tristan? Too?
No, you do it like most people do. You let it accumulate until it's just too much, and then that's when they're like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's because y'all Yankees don't know how to barbecue.
No, they don't.
What are you talking about? You know they don't. You live in the north.
Yeah, but I was raised.
Yeah, well, you can shit in one hand and one in another. See which one fills up faster.
Yep.
Looks like Polly did.
Huh. Been a minute since he's been on a podcast. Yeah.
He ditched us last night.
Yeah, Polly did ditch us last
He
night.
ditched us at the worst time because
Yeah, that was the best time. We had at least 8 to 10 people start to
Yeah.
join.
it kept that 8 to 10 people. I told you I was gonna have to go. And I told you tell her to do it herself.
Well, no, you said we had
He's
45 minutes.
He's such a good husband. I should take notes.
He told us we had 45 minutes, and then he's like, hold on, and he stepped away.
It was like 5 minutes after he said he had 45 minutes.
Okay, well, it happened quicker than I thought, so.
Yeah, I don't remember you just saying anything about it. I just remember you saying, I got about 45 minutes, and you're like, hey, hold on. And then 10 minutes later, we hear the do-do-do. Like, he dropped.
Yeah.
Hey, Polly, you missed out, though. We had fun.
Somebody's birthday, Polly?
Huh.
Oh yeah, she going. She bright red. I was talking about the flame up top.
Look at the bottom.
Yeah, but the top matters too.
It's gonna take you 3 times to get on this.
Shut up.
It takes BB more than that, because he only got 4 eyes.
Fuck off. Wait, we're on the. Hold on. Hold on. We're on the front. We're on the front porch.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say fuck?
Pretty sure you got to say F off.
Am I allowed to say fuck on the front porch?
You got to do the commercial, the front door.
Yeah, Yeah, Polly, shut the fucking front door.
Close enough.
So, like,
Is that what you meant?
Front door shut.
Is that what you meant?
Not really, but
What did you mean?
you met me in the middle. I compromise with that.
You told me to tell him shut the front door, so I told him shut the fucking front door, Polly.
What's that? We kind of met in the middle.
We always compromise.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I just heard Decoy say this
Back
is
to
a
the
special.
grill situation.
What about the grill situation? The charcoal.
What about it?
The-
Are you allowed to use it though? I feel like
What do you mean? Am I allowed to use it?
Is he allowed to use his
you
own
have
grill?
it in there, you're not using that. Not allowed.
Who said that?
You.
Said that I wasn't allowed. Are you drunk?
I think he is.
I feel
No,
like he is.
Not.
I feel lost. I'm lost in this.
Not
At one point, he said something like, "Are you allowed to use your own grill?" I said, "Is he allowed to use his own grill?" Like, there's,
no, it's not.
he's not allowed. Okay.
You have to have 20/20 vision.
Apparently, you pissed Polly off.
I don't know why. We probably pissed him off because we said we had more fun with random people than we did with him last night.
I don't remember saying that.
Oh, I mean,
Okay.
I felt it.
I mean, we did meet 3
You would have
people?
enjoyed all the people that we played with last night, Polly. It was super fun.
We found Tater's cousin.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
fucking
cool.
found Tater's cousin. That was. I wish I would have streamed last night because I swear that was Tater's brother.
It sounds just like Tater, just with a heavier accent.
And then we met Barbecue Squirrel.
He was cool.
I added her on Discord. She was like, just add me on Discord. So she's talking about playing with us again. We tried to find people that all had, or that were all there. We hoped that they were all friends and we could have found them through that Barbecue Squirrel girl, but didn't happen.
Yeah, because one of them, they were actually streaming, and we didn't know it until towards the end. And we tried looking them up, but no luck.
Pass it to Decoy.
But you know, we are here because of Decoy right now. Decoy, this is your thing. So what is this episode going to be about, man?
It's just a normal barbecue. It's like, talking about if you have your favorite marinade, have plans, barbecue. I was telling BB earlier about how bad Carnival got them. So, but I haven't gotten to it. Good gust of wind came up again and knocked over my thunderstorm. And it's like, they're just so damn lightweight, they're just trash. Came at home, so evil. Better. Is it the 2-burner? No, it's a 5-burner special.
You don't have a char griller. You have a char broiler. That's what the gas ones are.
Yeah. And don't buy them. You can buy anything.
Because the char grillers are good, so don't knock the char grillers. I got a barrel one out back that is still holding strong. But I only use it for smoking. But they only build those char broilers, char grillers to only last like 3 or 4 years. We have ice right here, babe.
What about an electric smoker?
Like a pellet smoker?
That's what I use.
Yeah, and you're gay.
Gay. Fuck you, man.
It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month, and I get it. But whenever you grow up to be a man, you let me know, and I'll show you how to use a barrel smoker.
I want to get a barrel smoker, but
You use an offset smoker like I do. That's the hardest way. You have to stay up 12 hours to cook your Boston Bud, and you can't go to bed and set it on a timer and control it with an app. Like I said, that's
I
gay.
don't have that option. I don't have that option. I have to get up and check on it.
Oh.
Every couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those where you. That is a smoke.
What do we have there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see Old Smoky.
Oh wait,
Okay.
you said, or no, you said.
I
Oh,
didn't read it off. I just said I
What's
like
this
this.
word gonna do to you this time? Are you reading it right this time?
Old Smoky Moonshine. Yep. Pretty sure that
What
was right.
flavor?
Wait, I gotta tilt my head sideways. I don't like this.
He's gonna pronounce this wrong again.
Okay, watermelon. Got
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah,
Watermelon.
you got it.
Jalapeno. Watermelon. Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
No, there's a O, not an A, so jalapeno.
How do you know that jalapeno wasn't a female?
You're still saying it wrong.
Because if you spell it out, it would be with an A, not an O.
Did they sex my my jalapeno before they did it?
Well, if it was jalapeno, it'd be with an A, but it's not.
If y'all can't,
How do you think they sex them? Is it the way if the stem goes left or right? Is that how they sex jalapeno? Does anyone know the answer to that? Well, the top has a crack.
Wait, it's got a little over the end. You see that?
That's for. That's good.
That's what we're saying. They just automatically assumed that this. I'm trying to cater to Polly Decoy because he's gay and uses that smoker that he uses, that pellet smoker. And this has a jalapeno at the end, but it should be an A, so it should be able to decide what it wants to be. Like Polly decided he was going to be gay because he uses the pellet smoker. None. It's in my moonshine. That's
Good.
strong watermelon.
As much as of it is on the table.
Jalapeno.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Jess just got back from Gatlinburg, and she brought me a bottle of Smith Creek Blackberry Lemonade whiskey, and then brought me back a jar of watermelon jalapeno.
That's a
Jalapeno.
looking one, the whiskey.
Yeah, this shit is so good, bro. This shit is so good. This was $60, and the bottle is shaped like a barrel.
Oh, that is a straight Jolly Rancher.
just for the record, it's pronounced jalapeno.
Jalapeno, is that what you said? Smell on that, man. You remember the Jolly Rancher drinks?
Yeah, that's what it smelled like to me too.
That is straight.
Sorry,
Jolly
Decoy. We'll turn our mics away and let you talk. You would be the one to bring up fucking Jeff Dunham.
Oh, wait.
So it's kind of like that.
I was actually like,
Woo. Yeah, I got a little bit of spice. I want to try that warm next. Take a shot. It does taste like medicine though, with the spice.
okay, I can taste. I can taste a little spice at the end. It wasn't noticeable though. But yeah, I'm curious with it being like a warm shot. I'm pretty sure you could taste that heat. This is almost like a pepper, like just it's really not a whole lot of heat. But yeah, medicine though, it makes me think of like cotton candy medicine.
Yep. Nah.
That's the best way to cook steaks there.
I'm not cooking steaks. I'm cooking pork steaks. There's a difference.
No, it's all about the cut. Are the what kind of steaks are they?
They're pork steaks. I don't know.
Yo,
What?
Putting us in check, man. They're trying to call us out.
What are you talking about? It just says pork steak. I don't think that the pig has a sirloin and a ribeye. We're talking about a pig here, not a cow. We're not going moo. We're going oink. Okay, Decoy. I'll put it up to the camera and tell me what cut it is.
Perfect.
$6.79. That's not bad.
Oh, they
Yeah.
were cheap as fuck, bro.
Yeah, they were cheap.
Pork steaks are normally like $15 a pack. Piggly Wiggly had these bitches on sale.
Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to me. Do what?
Wow, that's great.
Who said something about Piggly Wiggly?
That was Kristen, right?
I said I fucking love the Piggly Wiggly.
Oh yeah.
Do y'all even have Piggly Wigglies in Florida? I thought all y'all
Florida, no, but we do it.
in what, Texas? Oh, they're fucking.
I've never been to one.
Internet.
Yep, I'm on the Wi-Fi. You've never been to a Piggly Wiggly, Polly?
That actually explains a lot.
What about a Save-A-Lot, Polly? Ever a Save-A-Lot?
Yes, I've been to Save-A-Lot.
Big Star / Hayes. You ever been to one of those?
That
Food
one-
Giant,
Yeah, that one was on.
Super Low,
I feel like that's local.
a Winn-Dixie. Those,
There, yeah. That's
Uh,
good.
Texas.
what about a Publix? What about a Publix?
No.
Publix is the Kroger of Florida, though. Like, honestly.
It's like a hybrid of like Kroger, Costco, and Sam's.
Dude,
You have the whole market.
we were talking about Beverage Castle the other day, and someone was like, "What the fuck is a Beverage Castle?" And I was like, "You can drive through it."
I believe you.
Like,
One of those like drive-through.
yeah, only Florida has them motherfuckers.
Never been.
You literally drive through it. You don't get out of your car. You stop. You look around. You tell the guy, "Hey, I want a bag of peanuts. I want a Coke," and then he brings it to your car, gives it to you, and you pay for it and leave. You just drive through. You never get out of your car. Someone else goes and gets it for you.
Not bad. I can understand that. Like that would.
They're called Beverage Castles, right?
Yeah.
Aren't those the drive-throughs? You should have them in like the Orlando, Tampa area. Have you never been through one, Tristan?
Surprisingly, no.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I've seen them. I've never actually been.
You had been like, cool, I ain't getting out of my car tonight. I ain't going inside the gas station to get my Slim Jim. I'm going to go through this drive-thru real quick.
I would.
Dude, that's like the best part about fucking Florida.
It's basically like a drive-through gas station.
Yes, it's a drive-through convenience store. It's not a gas station. It's a convenience store. That's what it is.
So it's a little bit better.
Yes. Because it's at your convenience. That is true at your convenience. Like, that's definition of convenience store, you know?
Right.
There's a bunch of them around.
Yes. Lakeland, Dundee, Lake Wales, all around those areas. You got to remember, I'm not from that area, but I lived in that area for a few years.
The closest one to me is roughly around like 8 City.
Because I think me and you talked about it before, Tristan. I've lived in Lake Wales. I lived in Winter Haven. All around the same areas. Lived in the middle of the orange groves. We used to be able to just walk across the street, pick an orange off of a grove, and be like, "Yep, here we go. Florida's natural."
That's why they call it Orange Grove. We walked down this grove and we picked oranges off of it. Yeah, Orange Grove. That's all I
No,
heard.
you're thinking of Orange Mound. You're still thinking of Memphis.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's like just outside of Haines City, like in between Haines City and.
All right, we finna throw these pork steaks on that bad boy.
Yes, sir.
So now we're
Yeah.
gonna judge you. How do you like your steaks cooked?
This is pork. You have to cook it all the way through.
I'm not talking about these steaks, you dumbo.
Oh, just steaks in general is medium rare.
Yeah, the steaks in general.
Medium rare. I'll answer for him on that. He's going to agree with me on that. He's got the experience on pork steaks.
So like 6 of them.
Yeah. Like you said earlier, they were doing like a Father's Day sale, so
What? How do you like me? I like mine.
Rare to medium.
I found I like my steaks a little bit more rare than medium rare.
I'll eat a fucking cow blue.
I haven't been that close.
You
but
have been that close. If Danny Moore has cooked your steak, if Memphis Ripley has cooked your steak, you've had a blue steak before.
Mine hasn't been blue. Mine's been, I guess, semi, like in between the rare and blue, but I've known when there's a steak, I'm like, I'll push it back. He hasn't made one like that.
Medium
yet.
rare is the only way to eat it.
That's what you go for.
That's the only anything above medium rare, you throw it away. Polly's a well done guy.
I like medium rare, but I like it like in between medium rare and medium. Like just a little
I want to try it warm.
No.
I want to try it warm.
Oh, yeah. No, Paulie, I wouldn't go down on that one. To me, like I said, I would do medium rare to rare.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like it bloody, so.
So you would go down to like a medium though?
Oh, you're one of those people that say you like your steak bloody, and that's actually not blood that comes out of the steak.
Yeah, like you talking like bloody, or you still want to moo him?
To get
Yeah, I can eat it like that.
to get the perfect medium rare, depending on where you buy your steaks from. I buy all my steaks from Sam's Club normally. typically. 3 minutes aside, and it's perfect medium rare.
Depends on how thick they are.
That's why I said Sam's Club cuts a thick steak. So you're looking at 3 minutes aside with a Sam's Club steak, and it's perfect medium rare. You can put a timer to it every single time Hunter's done it. Is watch me cook steaks. Now, or how many of y'all are just salt and pepper people with a steak, or do you want it marinated and seasoned?
I like salt and pepper steaks. Like I've had both, but I like a salt and pepper steak if it's good enough.
I'm not a salt and pepper steak fan.
So I like it.
Bad tracks.
I want to.
Depends on what type of cut.
Okay, I agree with Deco on that one. Yeah.
All right, what's your favorite cut of steak? What is your go-to steak that you're going to eat?
If I'm going to, it's probably
Ribeye.
Ribeye. I'm probably a ribeye or New York strip kind of guy.
That's the same.
Depends on where your money's at, I guess.
yeah.
I'm more.
And I'd rather ribeye over New York strip.
I'll eat a sirloin. Don't get me wrong. I won't discriminate,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what they have available and at what price. That's the big. I've got some flat irons.
tastes more like medicine. Where's that bite?
I still don't get like a heavy spice.
There's a little bit of a bite.
At the
It's
very,
not like a tear me up bite. It's
I can taste pepper at the end. That's about it.
yeah.
The Ryan Reynolds Celebrity Edition bottle that we did. That's what it
no,
reminds me
it's
of.
nothing like that to me.
I get more of a pepper taste like that.
Bug.
I get more of just like a pepper taste. I don't taste the heat.
We're
Like,
gonna
it's
be
not hot.
swatting horseflies.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Off the camera.
You always reason why you see horseflies because you eat horse. Alright, so would you rather have your stuff on the grill or smoke?
Oh.
Smoker, mine's gotta be.
Okay, if it's just preference, I would prefer smoker almost. Depending on what it is, I guess.
I'm not talking about stupid pallet smoker. What kind of?
That all depends on what you're cooking.
Exactly, it depends on the meat and stuff like that. If you do grill or smoke, but
If I'm cooking ribs, I'm going probably apple. But if I'm cooking a brisket, I'm going probably cherry.
I agree with the first part. Brisket.
It all depends on what meat I'm smoking on what wood it gets.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I give you that. Like I said, the first part I agree with 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably go more with the.
I would do that with the brisket, but
That's what I did.
Now
This last time.
I'll mix wood in, like I'll mix two woods together. So I might get a mesquite and a hickory and mix it with a cherry and an apple, to bring out bold flavors. It all depends on what you're doing. So how many of you guys smoke meats?
Used to do it like every weekend.
What is your go-to what's your go-to base So like I'm a mustard guy. I throw yellow mustard across all of my meat to keep it from going dry and to get a good bark with a heavy season on it. What's y'all's basis? Does everyone use heavy mustard, or do y'all have other techniques?
That's like pretty common mustard.
And see, he's OKC. Polly's OKC style barbecue, where we're Memphis style. So there's going to be a question that has to come up to where we disagree at some point, and we're not using the same things.
Okay.
Same thing with decoy.
All right. So we heard from Polly. What about you, Tristan, and Decoy? Well, I mean,
But it, and see, now we're adding the Texas part into it.
yeah.
So I mean, you got the 4 corners or 3 corners of barbecue right there. You got 2 OKCs, you got 2 Memphis, and then you got a Texas. So like that's the heart of barbecue right there.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah, but OKC is known. I mean, okay, KC, so Kansas City, so still Oklahoma.
I get you on the Texas part. OKC was like, I was like, yeah, it's like, yeah.
They're known for their barbecue just like we are. All right, Polly, this is where we're going to separate here because I know how Oklahoma is. You're more of a dry rub guy and not a wet sauce guy, aren't you?
Nasty ass shit.
You know what we call it here in the mighty Mississippi? We're bisexual and we like it both ways. I want that shit muddy. I want it fucking seasoned great and I want it fucking sauced great. It's called muddy. That's the only way to do barbecue.
It depends where I'm at. If I'm out in public and I'm like just say at the restaurant or something, I don't want it like muddy. I want to be able to like eat it, enjoy it, be able to continue my day. Now, if I'm eating at the house, yeah, muddy all day.
I'll get it muddy at fucking Memphis barbecue tomorrow.
See, like I said, I want mine like dry to where I'm able, like, I know I'm not gonna make a mess because you know how it is down here. When you get muddy, you get muddy. I mean, you got to be careful with it. So
I ain't eating my barbecue with a fork and knife.
I didn't say that. No, if you got to grab utensils, you got to get the fuck out of there. You know, you will get kicked out over here.
I'll go like muddy, like you all say. Like the cut. If I'm doing like a cheap cut of steak or whatever, I'll just put the damn thing in a bag all night. With all garden, all good. Salad dressing.
Yep, Italian dressing.
Let that sucker soak all night long. Then I'll just put roll all night or being up on the grill.
That ain't muddy. I get what you're trying to step in there.
That's like a standard. I give them that a standard.
That's how I do my steaks. Is what you're talking about. But instead of Italian dressing, I mix A1 sauce and Worcestershire together.
Watch your sister. Yeah.
What's your sister?
Watch your sister.
Fuck off. We all say it different.
No, there's a guy out there on YouTube and Facebook. Got his Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, my Worcestershire sauce. That's what I got.
Watch your sister. Yeah.
Watch your sister. We're in fucking Mississippi. We're close to Alabama and Arkansas. Watch your sister. You're probably fucking her cousin.
I'm not from Arkansas. I'm just saying. Yeah, just throwing it out there.
I'm from Arkansas.
It's not related to anything. Just, you know.
Me and Jess are not related. Just so everyone knows. I did not marry my cousin.
Oh, shit. Good job.
Great job. Well, you did follow it.
Hey,
Well,
I want some of that.
You want to try this?
Like vegan
Can I? I mean, I haven't.
Well, you told me you didn't like blackberry, so I figured you weren't trying it.
I'm not gonna try a lot. So
It's good. Try this one out right here. That's good.
give me that. I'll try it.
Let it chill. I do have some boudin.
I mean, Hunter could be his cousin, so.
Does it look like this no soul having ass motherfucker right here is my cousin?
I mean,
Does it?
can you prove otherwise?
Can you prove that Tristan's not your fucking cousin? Exactly. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
You know, the real question is, we have our other friend. He has a kid. My little sister has a kid. You have a kid. Who's gonna actually be? 'Cause, I mean, so you have a boy. My little sister has a boy. Our friend has a girl.
Mine is the same age as the girl, so probably mine.
I don't know, but my little sister's kid, like he's like
He's
like quick. Like,
your
he's
sister's
learning
kid
quick.
bullied the fuck out of my kid, and your sister's kid's only a year old and bullied my 4-year-old. He was pushing him down and shit.
I think if he likes this girl, he will fuck you
The kid's
up.
mean.
Your kid
The
up.
kid is mean.
Mhm.
If we were to start a fight club of kids, which we've talked about, not gonna lie,
Yeah, we did. Yeah. I still agree with that.
I would
still stand
leave-
by it.
him out because he fights dirty.
He's the youngest out of the group.
There's no rules in fighting.
This motherfucker fights dirty.
He does. He does. He's right.
He's a throw sand. I know his daddy. His daddy would fight dirty if he had the opportunity.
I feel like the kid would fight worse than him though. Like and be smart about it.
His daddy's definitely not smart. He got the smart from your sister.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not even that smart.
Your brother-in-law's dumb as shit.
That little kid, I'm smart enough to see it, but he's smart enough to be ahead of me at the same time. So it's like, damn, I respect him.
You respect your nephew more than your brother-in-law?
Oh, 100%. He's
Yeah,
smarter than
I don't blame you.
He is smarter than his daddy. Yeah.
Does he bully you?
No, he's cool with me. I'll pick him up and he's like, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But Remy's your favorite nephew, though, right?
Shit, who gets all the presents?
Right. Look at that. Can y'all see that smoke rolling in front of the camera? Is it rolling in front of the camera?
Yeah, you can actually see it from here.
Them damn pork steaks are rolling right now.
It still doesn't do justice though. Like, okay, right there it did.
There it is.
Yeah. From our view, like you could see it going off to the right, and it just started coming back our way. So BB, you're standing right in the way for them to see though. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I mean they really can't see the meat, but they can see the flame. So, yeah.
You can see the meat.
Well, I mean, so like, I got a better shot of it, I guess, or a better view.
I don't know. I have mine up on like. So.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm looking from a laptop a little ways away, so I give you that. But I mean, as long as y'all are able to at least see
I brought the baby grill out for this.
you know, the Bud Light grill, the
Yeah.
one you gave to me.
Yep.
That's the only thing my uncle will cook on. He has a full fledged grill.
Brandon?
Brandon, yeah. He loves the shit out of that. He's like, I'd rather cook on this because it's just evenly done. There's not too many of us there, so you can
So-
just do rounds.
You know, I grew up using a really big grill, enough to feed an army on. And so that's,
You passed.
I passed, you said you wanted some of it.
You were gonna give me some of yours. You said let it
No, I
chill.
didn't say that. I said fill the same amount of that I have in mine.
Nah,
Here,
y'all
try
y'all
See if
clip
you
it.
want some.
Y'all clip it.
But I used to be used to cooking for an army, and so I loved a big grill. And then it's only me, Jess, and Remy. And so it was like,
Not too bad.
I cooked on one of these and loved how it cooked.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I got to go buy one.
It's one of those evenly distributed heat.
But that's why I kept my big grill and didn't throw it away like most people would have done when they got a new grill. They would have threw it away. I kept my big one because it has the offset smoker on the side of it.
And you get a lot of
that
those
I
people.
would still use.
You get a lot of those people
You
that are
do.
like, oh, I'm going to upgrade. I don't need this no more. Like,
But I wanted my big one because it has the offset smoker on it, and that's my smoking grill. That's what it's going to be used for. I can't tell you that. I was telling Jess the other day, I was like, I really want some ribs. So this is maybe another topic with the cooking episode. What method do y'all use to cook your ribs? And what cut of ribs do you like? So I use the 3-2-1 method. So three hours uncovered, 2 hours covered, 1 hour sauced. And I'm a baby back guy. I love baby back ribs.
Baby back or St. Louis style.
I don't have a preference. Like, I'm either or, I guess.
So you're not a spare rib or spare ribs have more meat on them
All right,
than
so
baby backs, but
to better answer the question, like, I'm not a big ribs guy. So it's like, if you give me smaller or bigger, it's like, I'm like,
I'll
take
eat all
both.
12 bones out of a fucking rack.
Now, you know my little sister. She's like that. My little sister loves ribs. But for me, like, I'm grateful, I guess, is the better word. Like, I'll just take what I get.
So, Tristan, what ribs do you like? And what's your method of... Or, Polly, you didn't finish answering the question on how you cook them, actually.
Yeah. Polly, you still there?
Do you like it?
Enough to give it a little taste.
Get the beer.
You're good.
Miller Lite?
I used to,
Or are you still on that... Yeah, you're still on the gay kick.
Ultra.
He's still on the gay kick.
Did he start that?
He's been on that for a minute.
Anyway,
He's
Polly.
got a pellet. He's got a pellet smoker. What do you? It's Pride Month. Just cut the guy a break.
Fuck you, man.
Cut the guy a break. God. How do you cook them, Polly? In that pellet smoker that does it for you, and you don't have to do anything at all. You don't have to watch it or nothing.
3-2-1 method.
The 3-2-1 method is extremely popular.
That's like almost a standard. Like,
But hold on though.
Mine
He
doesn't-
just
mine
said
doesn't have
3-2-1
that,
method.
right?
So I said that 3 uncovered, 2 covered, 1 sauced.
does that mean the same as what is that what you're getting at?
So
Yeah.
one, how are you saucing? Because I thought that you said you like yours dry.
Ooh.
I do, but I put barbecue sauce on them at the end.
So you don't like them
So I,
dry.
so I
It
mustard,
depends.
So I put mustard, rub on, like a brown sugar honey.
Yeah, your base.
Then I do, I put
Just smells good.
brown
What?
sugar on it,
That
Smell it.
and then I put it on the smoker, and I spritz it with applesauce. For the
apple
first 3 hours.
sauce or apple cider?
Applesauce, apple juice.
Okay, so you use apple juice. I use apple cider, but I don't use brown sugar on mine. I use coffee.
So then
Coffee is extremely good on ribs.
I've heard coffee. I almost tried it last time.
It is extreme, dude. The bark on it, like it's a little bit of bitter, but it's just perfect when that bark is just right.
So after the 3 hours of that, I will take it for 2 hours. I'll put some butter slices, some more brown sugar, a little bit of applesauce or apple juice in the bottom of the soap, and then fold it up, throw it back on.
Hmm.
2 hours. Beautiful. And I'll take it off after that. Throw them on there, barbecue sauce, good to go.
I mean, yeah, that's not too bad.
last one that I did was pretty good.
Now, was that the one that you stayed up all night? I remember there was one that you talked to me and Decoy about. Was that the one?
With the brisket I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a brisket.
I'm done with that.
It was alright.
I was done. But I ain't done with it.
I thought it was a little too salty for me.
'Cause, you were cooking for the family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember you telling us about it.
Podcast. I remember we did the podcast, and then I got off the podcast and went and started cooking.
Yeah, because I think it was the night of. We were talking about maybe sending pictures.
I started it at like 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was.
Like I said, I remember when we did like the I forget exactly what podcast or what talk it was, but we told you, maybe send pictures or something like that. And we got with you the next morning, and we were trying to get like updates, stuff like that on it. But yeah, I do remember you like cooking for the family and stuff because either they came late or something, or you woke up late.
Maybe.
It was something like that.
That's been almost a year ago, brother. I've slept like almost 365 days.
You see, I'm not making like direct statements. It's like I just remember it was either or, something like that. So I agree. I agree with you.
It could have been.
So I mean,
I know. I'm pretty sure we did a podcast that night before, and then I got off and immediately started cooking.
like I said, I remember Decoy being there because Decoy was asking about some type of season that you were going to use, and you were going to use. I forgot what you used, but you used something, and everybody was like, "Are you serious? Like that's what you're using?"
I used like a black pepper and salt, and I think I had garlic powder.
Yeah.
And I had never done a brisket before, so I wasn't really sure. I just kind of went with it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I think it was Kinder's.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, man, what are you doing? Oh.
No, I think we just happened to have some.
Well, y'all can definitely see that fire going now.
Yeah, I can also see the steak being pulled off.
I don't know. They are pork steak.
BB says there are pork steaks. If you didn't hear.
Yeah, we get it. They're pork steak. Fucking steak. Shut up.
I saw steak on the actual.
Hey. Can you box one of those up and mail it to me real quick?
It's
Like,
product.
shipping?
You don't look bad to me.
Can you get that? Can you get one that's overnighted to my house?
Overnight it.
Next, we're throwing the hot dogs and the boudin on. We'll probably eat the boudin on stream. Pork steak will be after stream.
Yeah. I know you didn't just ask that. You really asked that?
Just ask that.
Ow. Probably you never had boudin? No.
It is rice
Turn it
stuffed.
right.
It is rice stuffed sausage.
Got it.
So it goes in a casing.
And it's rice in the middle of it.
Yes.
It's good, Paulie.
Cajun rice.
That's kind of dope.
It is. Decoy's got the right idea. So, what are y'all doing for the 4th? Y'all have any ideas so far?
I don't know.
I'm shooting a show. For my
Is there somebody join in?
Uh-oh.
Hater. There we go.
Gator boy. What more going on?
Not much, man. Just cooking on the grill, having a good time with the boys.
You know, I am sitting here watching y'all, and I am fixing to start seasoning a Boston butt to go on the smoker.
Ooh. Definitely gonna have to tell BB because BB was waiting for you to be on this one.
You're cooking on Father's Day?
Others say, yeah.
My smokers, I didn't forget it.
You might have to tell Polly that again.
Smoker said it and forget it. I can put this Boston butt on tomorrow about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Check it right before I go to bed. Let it cook all night. My wife can take it off sometime tomorrow. It'll cook for about 12 hours. Yeah, she'll take it off Monday. It'll cook for about 12 hours. Put it on tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm putting it on about 5:30, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and it'll cook till probably about 8, 9 o'clock Monday morning.
BB, we got Tater in the chat. He joined in. He's actually planning on cooking.
Tater needs to join BC.
Hey, he's in. He's talking right now.
Oh, I thought you said
Yes. It's even.
Yeah,
What's up, guys?
he's doing him a
you
butt.
said he was in chat.
Well, BC chat or whatever you want
Hey,
to call
guys. Waiting on my hot dog.
On a boss mate.
The boss is very tired and very hungry.
it. Yeah, he gets hangry pretty easily.
I was asleep in the chair.
I
Rousey
believe that.
came in and I was like, huh? Is it done?
There's a lot of times where BB's like, "Hey, wake up." He's like, "Huh?"
He didn't
Go
even
bed.
say wake up. He said, I need a platter for the hot dogs and the boudin. I'm like, uh-huh. It's in the cabinet.
It looked like you were awake.
I wasn't.
You were wearing your glasses.
Nah, you woke her up. You knew that.
No, I didn't know she was.
He didn't.
Tater!
What's up, buddy?
Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Hey, that's gonna be the next thing right now.
Okay, so the car is still kind of packed from my trip.
Wait a minute. When it's dark, I can't show you shit.
Tater, we got to talk about this. We're still coming. That's 100% happening. But it is almost destined for me not to come on this fucking trip.
Braden Curse.
So I had to fix something on Jess's car before she went on her vacation last week. And that cost me $200. Halfway to where they were going, the turbo went out on her car, is starting to go out on her car. And I've got a $2,000 expense that we're about to have to pay for. But hell or high waters, me and Hunter are going to be there. Whether we catch a Greyhound bus, a party bus, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. We'll be there.
And then I go to get in the car and my damn door starts every time I open it. Kunk, kunk, kunk.
I thought she broke it.
So now my driver door is messed up, and Bronson thought it would be nice to see what was wrong, and now the door won't open all the way.
Barely closed is what it sounded like.
That's okay. It's going in the shop next week, and I'm getting a service loaner. So,
I almost feel like you're trying to trip.
okay, you roboted out on that.
She's trying to sabotage the trip.
I'm
Exactly
not.
what you just said.
I'm not trying to sabotage his trip. Yeah, it's a 2020 Ford Escape. Do not buy one. Do not fucking buy one. Do not buy an Escape. I will tell you that right now. I've learned from experience. Do not buy an Escape, do not buy an Explorer, and do not buy an Expedition.
Going to burn?
Hell yeah. I just hit 86,200 miles. Okay, so with that, even with the 50,000 mile warranty, it was limited.
I bought all bells and whistles on that car.
But all the warranties that they gave us doesn't cover engine.
All right, cook your hot dog.
I ain't grilling. You grilling.
Give me my mic.
Then I'm going back inside. I want my hot.
Finish your hot dog.
The hell you say? I don't grill. You do.
They're almost done. You're good.
I'm not grilling. I don't grill.
Hold on. What was Decoy talking? Hold on, Decoy. You're being interrupted, man. Oh, say it again.
Anytime you ever buy a brand new vehicle, always get or get that. Talk about the cover everything.
We do. We do. I bought all the extra warranties that I could buy on that car, but you're still limited on what can be fixed on that car, which is shit.
Everything that car is notorious for going out for, not covered.
The bad part is that anything that's gone out on that car hasn't been recalled yet. But as it goes out, it gets recalled. As it goes out.
But if it's being called,
That boudin looks good as shit. I'm just saying.
Thing looks
I
tight.
can't. Tater. Polly doesn't know what the fuck boudin is. Did y'all talk about that?
How do we not know what boudin is?
It's just fucking rice in a sausage casing.
Good as shit.
Exactly.
Like
It is delicious.
Tristan, tell me, living in Florida, you know what boudin is.
They were actually serving it at work today.
Boudin balls. Were they serving boudin balls or boudin, like, whole boudin?
Balls.
Yep, kind of figured. Boudin balls is good, too.
They had to make it in mass quantity. So, you know what boudin is, don't you? Rice and sausage stuffed inside of intestine. Yeah.
Have you
I know
ever had an alligator stuffed boudin? With me, you have, because Mike Berry brought it over, and it was alligator stuffed boudin.
Yeah, I think I do remember that.
Normally they use, they put a meat in it. The Cajuns like to use pork,
Yeah.
and they'll put pork in it because it's cheap.
All right. But yeah, I do remember. It was one of those things I was going to question you on. I was like,
I'm gonna try that cooled off.
I was like,
You want some of that little cooled off one there?
Just cool it off, yeah.
Yep. We bought jalapeno stuffed boudin.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Bruh.
It is.
That's gonna be delicious.
It is.
All right, so I missed some of the conversation as you pulled up, Tater.
Tater,
Apparently you're cooking for us
Yeah.
when we get there.
I didn't say that. I said you were planning on cooking something, not for us, but you were in the conversation.
Well, I already told Tater I don't want any.
Definitely cook it.
I don't want any North Carolina barbecue. I already told Tater that because they don't do it right.
Oh, you said that at the wrong moment.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't go for it. This sauce.
Y'all, Ashley, y'all are vinegar based,
Yeah.
not barbecue. Not barbecue.
I like vinegar though.
Vinegar based.
Wait till you get down here. I'll change your mind.
And y'all don't do muddy. Y'all don't do muddy. Y'all are wet in North Carolina, not or South Carolina. Y'all are wet in South Carolina and not even a dry rub.
But
Right.
they're close to soft
No,
though.
I do dry rubs on everything I do before I put barbecue sauce on them.
So you do muddy style, like Memphis does.
He doesn't combine. Is what
I
he's
can
getting
get
at.
on board.
Everything I do.
I get on board. I might try his
I
barbecue.
don't put dry rubs on any of my meat before I barbecue it.
Ooh. Okay.
You don't put dry rub on it before you barbecue it.
Do what?
You don't put dry rub on it before you barbecue it? Is that what you said?
No, dry rub goes on raw meat and then it goes on the grill.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we're taking over Decoy show.
I'm not putting unseasoned meat on the fucking grill. That's disgusting.
I can get behind that. I got a couple more beers, but I'll be back. Put my chair too close.
I was gonna do.
Grab me a couple more. It's good in the case. It's better in the casing.
Well, then I'll do. I'll either go get the one from Jack or I'll do the creature. Which one do you think Greg will be able to eat? Can you eat the sweet creature? It don't have a lot of garlic in it.
They didn't have a lot of heat.
That's not the exact one.
So Decoy, did you have any more topics that you wanted to bring up when it come to the barbecue episode? If not, Hunter and I have a couple of topics we'd like to bring up.
They're all done. Took a while, but I finally found it. Actually, like that one. That one, that's why this is off the First one, gotta be the. No, I take that back. There's one more.
Hold on, hold the fuck on. You said that the Heineken was the worst?
Yeah.
That was the best on the Two Drunks rating for the non-alcoholic.
That's fine, don't.
But you also don't drink beer and never really was an alcoholic or like was a regular drinker either to make that decision. You have the taste buds of a sober person.
You were never one.
But for you not to choose Heine as your top pick, it was the one that tasted the most like beer. Oh, Hunter's gonna have a field day with this one.
Well, I'll listen. I think I had one bag of I don't. That one came out of
Hunter's coming. Here he comes. He was the beer grabber. I was the sausage grabber. Or the boudin grabber. So yeah, Hunter, he Decoy seems to think the Heineken Zero was the worst one. Lowered it worse than the Budweiser
hold on.
Zero.
The 0.
He lowered it worse than the Budweiser Zero.
No.
The Budweiser Zero was undrinkable for us
And it wasn't just us. It was 3 of people.
that don't drink.
Yeah. Well, we drink, but one of us that don't drink, 2 of us that do drink. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all 3 of us said no on the Budweiser Zero. He is the Heineken was top tier.
there was one that beat the Heineken for me.
Yeah, yours was O'Doul's. I thought O'Doul's beat
No.
Heineken out.
No, okay. O'Doul's
Because
was
we had O'Doul's, Corona, Heineken, and Corona.
I think I liked the Corona more than the Heineken. O'Doul's was good. O'Doul's was one of those to where it crossed the line of just drinking a beer.
I think the end list went Corona, Heineken, O'Doul's,
Yeah.
Budweiser Zero.
Yeah, 100%. That was my goal. Or not my goal, my results.
I think as the average, that's how it averaged out. Is that there?
For me, like I said, I like the Coronas more. I do like Heinekens. I drink Heinekens. So to go from a 0, the Heinekens weren't bad.
To me, the Heineken tasted more like a beer than most of them.
Yeah, I mean, Budweiser would be at the bottom. 100%.
Budweiser Zero, right at the fucking bottom.
Coors. Yeah, we didn't try Coors, but
We left it as O'Doul's as the showrunner,
Yeah.
and then the 3 people choosing their own non-alcoholic beers.
if you're coming off with saying that Heineken was worse than Budweiser, I mean that's
I don't get where that comes in.
exactly, yeah.
I can't see how you can come to the determination that Budweiser Zero was superior to Heineken Zero. I don't understand it.
No. Not at all.
Hunter and I immediately regretted our decision through that entire episode.
Well, I regretted the one thing was Budweiser, and it was something that we talked about was
I
the
tried
account.
to tell you not to do Budweiser.
I was trying to do like hurry up and just get it,
I-
whatever.
I
just jump for
tried to
it.
tell you don't pick that one. I was with you when you got it and said I wouldn't do it. I've heard that's the worst one.
But coming from
But
2 people that just drink Bud Lights who have had Budweiser in general, I was like, we have to do this.
I
Like,
would drink Budweiser Bud Heavy all day long.
Hey, I would go back with Hammy and just drink Budweisers over that. Yeah.
Shit,
100%.
Hammy was just giving me shit the other day about. I was like, hold on, let me grab a couple of beers, and he's like, let me guess, you're still on the light kick. And I was like, with a TE, because I my beer turned. Which I'm that weird guy too.
I mean, I'm
the weird guy
I
that
like my Bud Light.
will switch beer. So at a certain point,
yeah.
beers start giving me a headache. Certain beer, so I can drink Miller Lite for 3 months, and it'll start giving me a headache. So then I'll switch back to Coors Light,
Yeah.
and I'll drink it for 3 months, and it'll start giving me a headache. And then I'll switch over to a full flavored
You do
beer, and
do
I'll go
that.
Corona Extra.
Yeah.
It's the headache part of it. Once I
never
start
get
getting
it,
a
but-
headache with a beer, then it's like, okay, I gotta switch my beer again.
I don't know where that comes from.
I just do a full. I'm not the only one though. I've talked to other people, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm that same way." I rotate my beers, and I rotate my beers out. Does anyone else in this chat rotate their beers out?
I don't. I've always been a Bud Light person. I stick with it.
Yes. I rotate my beers.
You get the headache thing, Tater?
Yeah, like 2 Keystones. I probably will, after this weekend, I probably won't buy Keystones again for another probably month because I woke up this morning with a headache.
It's not a hangover headache. It's just a headache.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad like you get with a hangover. It's just.
I feel that with like other beers.
And that's my indicator that I need to change beers.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to know that Tater's that same way. It's like, okay, my other beer needs to come back on rotation. And then my headache goes away and I drink that beer and you're like, wait. So I'm glad to know I'm not weird because everyone here thinks I'm weird when I change out beers. And they're like, hold on, you were just drinking Miller Lite 3 months ago.
I agree to the point that you need to find the
Wait,
right beer.
hold on. Tater just said you are weird. I'm pretty sure that's what he just said. Oh, Tristan said that?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Well, normally it's you that's giving me shit, Tater. Tonight, you're not giving me shit.
But yeah, I mean, I would say like you do need to find your right beer because yeah, that will happen.
I mean, as far as I get it, you feel better. Hard time. The other time it was coordinated.
I heard a lot of people talking.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking.
Maybe
I can give you shit if it makes you feel better.
It would make me feel better because right now I feel like
as long as he knew it was coming from you.
Right
Tater.
now I feel like you know I was like, hey Tater, and you're like what earlier, and I said, hey, love you brother, and you're like, hey, love you too, and we haven't actually cracked jokes at each other tonight, and that's a little weird.
Tater, he come running when I was like, dude, we got Tater on. He's like, hold on.
Yeah, it's because I tried to set up a podcast with Tater. We had a plan, and then Tater had other plans, and then Tater's like, sorry, can't make it. That's how Unfiltered goes. Either I can't make it or he can't make it.
Yeah, we can never get on the same page.
We have a topic, and we're going to talk about the topic tonight. That's why I was asking Decoy, did he have any other topics pertaining to the barbecue? Because we have
I kind of feel bad, yeah, because I haven't heard Decoy really talk, which I know Decoy is joining a lot of the conversations. I don't want to say it like that.
This show was not meant to be the way it's meant to be. We struggled tonight. We were an hour late tonight. I'll give the explanation to it.
Yeah.
We were an hour late to the show. We all came up with a game plan. We knew what the game plan was going to be. And then it went sour.
Quick.
For one, our mics, we went to change to different mics. The table that's in front of us was not going to be here. That was another thing. And then Decoy being on camera and hosting his show tonight was a whole nother ball game.
Yep.
As some of you know, I showed up on camera during the first stream with no mic. But
BB.
just showed up on camera, just BB, face of the fucking company.
For about 5-10 minutes straight.
5-10 minutes straight, and you saw my mouth moving, saw me talking to people. I wasn't talking to none of you motherfuckers. I was talking to Decoy and Hunter. I wasn't talking to chat. Fuck all of you. Not fuck all of you. We love you guys.
I was like, oh shit.
We love you guys. But we had a lot of shit going on. And then we had to make the decision quick, fast, and in a hurry. Is Decoy going to host this and just BB and Hunter in the background?
I wouldn't even say that. Are we going to be able to do this tonight?
Which one's happening? And the way we spelled it out to Decoy was this year, 2 Drunks in a Bottle is hosting the annual barbecue, and Decoy is going to be the background voice of it.
Yeah. Everybody gets
and then next year, Tater.
Keep wanting
I'm nominating.
I feel weird.
Next year,
over here,
at this time next year, Tater's going to be sitting at his barbecue grill and cooking us barbecue, and we're all going to be in VC. And Decoy is still the host of his podcast, but Tater's on camera doing what we did tonight.
You know the camera's right there.
I know where the fucking camera is.
You keep pointing over here.
I'm used to being over there, okay? Fuck off.
I think you like looking at yourself.
Because he can't see on the bad on is lazy guys working the other direction.
The camera's right in front of my good eye. I'm right here with the fucking camera. Here's
Yeah.
the camera. I'm giving you the point of where the camera's at. It's right
Decoy,
there.
it's right knee, left eye. So right eye would be perfect.
But I nominate Tater next year to do the annual barbecue episode.
I think Tater can come up with some shit. So yeah, I agree.
You need to work on that lazy eye because it keeps drifting over you.
I agree with Tater. Yeah, I agree that Tater should be.
Tater
the,
said nothing.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're agreeing that Tater should be the one next year. Okay, you're
I'm
agreeing
trying
with
to
me. You're
continue that.
fucking Decoy.
Also, I agree with Decoy. Yeah.
And Decoy, you said it wrong. It's not chameleon. It's chameleon.
Oh my god.
Is the kings of the reptile.
Can I leave the show?
I love the fact that he just said chameleon because of the game we just started playing. That's something that they got to get.
I told Decoy about it already. I hadn't told Tater about Mecha Chameleon, but he needs to play too.
We should have.
We should have, yeah. We absolutely should have. We'll stream it tonight after this episode. Drunk me is best me when it comes to gaming.
I'm down. If y'all are down to play some games, go ahead and hit it up right now.
So Decoy, do you have
What, play games on here tonight?
Mm-hmm.
what on this live stream? No. It'll be on my Twitch.
I was thinking, say, I'm down as long as we're not doing that stupid never have I ever shit that BB like before.
That's only with you, baby.
That's bullshit. You deal with me all the time.
Decoy, do you have any other topics you want to cover? Me and Hunter have two that we want to talk about. Do what, Decoy?
Stay safe.
All yours, baby.
All right. Hunter, we're going to talk about your topic first. So, let's talk about what we talked about earlier with the Danny Masterson situation.
So my topic.
Your topic.
So, a lot of y'all heard that he went in with trial, whenever he actually got locked up.
Does everyone know who Danny Masterson is?
Yeah.
The guy that played Hyde on That 70s Show.
The most recognizable character.
Oh, now I know who it is.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody remembers. So yeah, like he got locked up. What was it? The Science of
Rape.
No, I'm saying like the people that went after him or whatever. It was the Scientology or
Yeah.
But anyway,
The Me Too movement arrested him.
pretty much is what got him. There was a group or whatever that got him as well. That everybody was a part of back in those times, but it was something that happened like maybe 20 to 30 years before, this all went down. And it was to me, and, I'm not going to say for BB. BB can speak for himself at that point. For me, I would say it is a he said, she said thing. There was no evidence founded by either party of what went down. It was just a he said, she said.
That's what gets me into this. This is what, like, when you brought it up. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, let me explain this basis.
What you're about to say is what you just said triggered me.
Yeah. So the thing on this was that he raped these, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 women. I think 3 women came forward on this. And like I said, it was a he said, she said thing. And it was something that had no evidence or anything like that. It was just the amount of people that came through, which 3 people. It got him locked away. So he's steadily, trying to push him for a couple of retrials. At this point, I'll stop, let BB, talk about.
So you said that they arrested him with 0 evidence. They had 0 evidence.
The only evidence was that 3 people came forward and said the same thing.
It's the Me Too movement. They were all 3 women, correct? Okay. we saw a spike in this shit in the COVID time, around that time, when you were able to sit at home and think about it, and it's like one person raises their hand. When did it become reality? When did it become a thing that I could have sex with a woman? This is what the Me Too movement was built off of. That I could have sex with a woman, and it was consensual when I did it, but she could be like, I was a little bit drunk when I said yes. And so, with that scenario, he raped me. That's how that went. But how can you go with this crime happened? Because what the people that were talking about this situation claimed it happened in the early 2000s. So how can you, 20 years later, almost 30 years later, say he raped me? Give me the scientific evidence, because that's what's going to prove that I did it in the court of law. You can't. You arrested me without scientific evidence. I feel like there needs to be. So we talked about it a little bit earlier. I feel like there needs to be a time limit on.
Yeah.
He raped me, and I feel like 5 years is the max. 5. Yeah. That gives you 1 year to go through therapy, kind of to come out. It gives you a few years to come through therapy to digress the situation, what happened to you.
Yeah.
And to build up the confidence. That's why I say 5 years. Build up the confidence to say, hey, I was raped. I'm coming out. It was him.
Yeah.
But you should also have the evidence to build that up. So in normal cases, you watch it on TV, for example, in Law and Order Special Victims Unit, they save the underwear, they save the bra, they take a swab. Now, if you don't come forward right then and there, they can't take the swab of the vaginal area. Save your underwear.
Bruises. I mean, anything that can
Take
help the
pictures.
case. Yeah.
Stuff that can help. Like, build up the courage. If you don't do that, I'm sorry. You got 5 years to figure it out.
And that's where I get with that, too. Is like, I understand the people that don't want to go forward with it. I get that. But that's where the 5-year plan comes in, is like you have a whole year to be able to push forward on that.
You had the Stormy Daniels situation with Trump.
Yeah.
That it wasn't a thing until he was running for president the second time. It didn't become a thing the first time, but it happened before the first time that he became president. So why are you coming forward now than the first time? You know?
Yep.
Like, it's just to bring up shit. And it doesn't just happen to celebrities.
No, it really doesn't.
But the Me Too movement was a fucking real thing. And it got a lot of people fucking canceled. But I feel like it brought us and divided us as a country to where if a woman says I did something to her, you're going to believe it. I'm going to go to jail and I have to prove I didn't. To where she should have to prove I did. Because the last time I checked, our countries ran off of I'm proven innocent until proven guilty. I'm innocent until proven guilty. I'm not guilty until she proves me guilty.
That's where I agree with you on that. Is the fact that like every woman should have that. Or I mean, at this point, it could be woman or man. So I give it that.
It can go both ways.
Yeah. I give it that to where
it doesn't happen very often, but it can go both ways.
I give it that to where a spotlight should be put on those things 100%. And they should feel, that person should feel like they have that right to where they come out and no one's going to give them any shame or anything like that on top of it. But when you come off with, like we said, 20, 30 years, I think that is pushing it, because who remembers what they did 20 years ago?
So
I don't.
I feel like Netflix, so talking specifically about Danny Masterson, that Netflix shot themselves in the foot. I feel like if the ranch was airing on live TV, their ratings would have dropped when they killed off Danny Masterson. At this point, everyone should have seen the ranch. But when
this is BB for you.
When they killed off Danny Masterson, it should have, that would have dropped in ratings on a live TV network. But at the same time, Netflix still should have been able to see how many viewers they had. How many viewers do you think were coming back for Danny Masterson? So the season after Danny Masterson died, how many viewers did you have for that season? Did viewers drop because Danny Masterson left? In my opinion, Danny Masterson and Ashton Kutcher made the show. They worked very well together, and it should have stayed a bond. That's the way it should have been. To me, the show got boring as it progressed in his death.
I mean, 100%. I do want to add this, and I'm going to switch it over real quick, but I do want to add that.
Open it up for
Yeah.
them.
So,
you know?
so what I'm getting at is like I do want to add that Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis both tried
Wrote
going.
letters,
Yeah, they both went after Danny Masterson,
but
saying
they
like, "Hey,
retracted them.
yeah." So
That's a whole nother fucking
So let me get into it. If I'm going to say it, they went after to help them, and they got judged, and they had to retract in order to save their career. Which I think that had to be. It was tough not only for Danny Masterson but for them as well. But I think Danny Masterson.
I think I would have had to take the bullet. I would have had to been like, nope, I'm standing up for what's right. I'm writing this letter, my career or not. I have to fucking do it.
I feel like Danny Masterson.
Just put them in the limelight even further.
I think
put both of them in the limelight.
But I
even
think
further.
Danny Masterson, as a person, he understood what was happening. I think he kind of like told him, like, "Hey, back off. Let me do what I did." But I do want to pass on to everybody else on this point because you heard me, you heard BB talking about this. What are y'all's thoughts on this? Like, is that something that y'all actually went for? Was he was guilty, innocent? What do y'all think?
One of them, one thing that starts again is freedom that are in Florida that are protected that they
Yep.
I think so.
Manatee. You're right, Ashley. Manatee.
Yep.
You are muted. So I like what Bronson said. This country was. It was. The whole court system was you're innocent until proven guilty, and these days it seems like you're guilty until proven guilty.
Yep.
There is no innocent in it anymore. Or like Ashley said, you get the whole you're guilty until proven innocent. I mean,
Straight nicotine.
if you,
Yeah.
it's
the highest
hard for me to
nicotine
believe
getting
that
15 milligrams. You can
being
get
an
high as
old woman,
motherfucker.
it's hard for me to believe that
Your
if you
first
get
time.
raped, you're not gonna say something, somebody, or at least, I don't know.
You can get you high. Telling you, can get nicotine high.
It just it baffles me that women come out 30 years later saying, "Oh yeah, he raped me." I don't know. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Wait too long.
That's why I say, like, there needs to be a time limit on it. 5 years. That gives you time to digress. It gives you time to go to therapy. It gives you time to build up the courage to come out. Come out within 5 years. But you better have saved your fucking evidence to do so.
Oh, there were women
Well-
that come out on this one
That were almost 30 years. I'm saying there needs to be a 5-year limitation to rape. 5 years. Not 20, not 30. Because rape does not have a statute of limitation. Rape does not have a statute of limitation.
It's one of the things that does on it.
But it should. Murder does not have a statute of limitation.
I agree with like the years that pass. Like if you're coming off of 20 to 30 years with rape, like I feel like you should have came forward at that point. I get it's tough. I get, people don't want to do it. But say even after 10 years, if you're going to come forward like 10 years, that should be the last call.
Another
if not
thing that I
5.
feel like, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably going to have the most unpopular opinion on it.
Oh, well, yeah.
So you say you surpassed your 5 years. Say within that 5 years you got married, you're happy in your marriage, and then for some reason the next day you wake up and you tell your husband, "Hey, I was raped 5 years ago." If you're happily married and you continue with intercourse and you had children and such, that should be part of the statute of limitation. Like, you moved on. That shows that, like, you moved on from the situation. You were able to surpass your fears, because like I said, I probably have the most unpopular opinion, is that if you are able to have sex again after being raped and not have memories of it, and you can move along your life, but then someone becomes of a higher power. So Trump, for example, with the Stormy Daniels situation, Danny Masterson with his situation.
Very recent.
So you're talking about
School of Scientology. That's what it's
you're
called.
talking about that he possibly, theoretically is a good word, raped someone in the early 2000s. He was still on the 1970s show in the early 2000s. But you chose to come out when he was blowing up mid-season, halfway through the ranch. So you saw something that's successful. You heard of the Me Too movement, because that was what was coming up at that time.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner got accused of shit. George Clooney got accused of shit. You had so many actors that had to, like, defend off stuff. But guess what happens during that Me Too movement? And this is something that you and I talked about too, was that, for one, you accuse celebrities. That's what mainly came out inside of that. But what it fucked in the entirety of it was the justice system, period. To where it said, if you rape someone, we have to believe it, which is what Tater was saying. I'm glad BB said it. And you just went off, and now I'm guilty, but I have to prove that I'm not.
Here's something what got me was, like, how true, because as me as a person, like, I really don't know this fact, which, I mean, you maybe heard, maybe not, is that how true was it from each person's opinion? I mean, oh, fuck. I'll give it to them. I'll say fact at this point, because I don't want to down credit anybody.
Tater left for a sec.
Yeah. I don't want to down credit any of the women that pushed on Danny Masterson at this point, if it were true, if it weren't. But how true was it for each girl's opinion before they got together on it? Because I feel like a lot of this is that they came together and they build a thing.
So I want to know. There's multiple things that I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know
more.
what counties they happen in. Now, there's a reason I'm asking for this.
A timeline.
I want to know timeline.
Yeah,
I want to
timeline
know
for me.
counties. I want to know years, and I want to FOIA request it.
I would like to know.
I don't know if you thought about this. I want to FOIA request it. I want to Freedom of Information Act this. I want to see. So it was early 2000s, so body cam footage isn't a thing.
Yep.
Dash cam footage skeptical. It could still be there.
Roughly.
Might want to see that, but I want to see the reports. I want to see, when did you report it, and was it within the timeline that you claim?
You got me on that one. So, like, that,
I want to FOIA request it.
That is what I'm getting at, is, like, was there a time before, like, a separation between the three of them? Because as far as I know, there's three.
Someone that hasn't given an opinion on this has been Decoy.
Yeah. I want to finish up real quick, and I do want to pass on Decoys, because Decoys,
and Polly. Polly hadn't given an opinion.
Yeah, I want to pass this out for everybody within our chat right now. But at the same time, I want to say
Me and
that
you came with a message. We knew what it was.
yeah. So like with the 3 girls that it happened, you know, I wanted to know at that time, which none of us can really answer, but I would like to know that within their 3 separate stories, how that came to be. Was it because of they came together and they collaborated? I hate saying collaborated because I feel like that's a bad.
That's what the Me Too movement was.
But
It was
like
collaboration,
I,
even cooperation.
cooperation, yeah,
It was a
cooperation.
cooperation.
I would like to know individually the stories and stuff before they got together because I know once they became together on this, the stories kind of changed a little bit. I would like to know them separately. But I do agree with BB. I do want to pass this along to everybody listening right now. Y'all let us know. Even if y'all are not in this voice chat, if y'all are in our chat on YouTube, let us know. Like, this is something we are getting into. But I do want to pass the floor along.
Decoy should have already knew what he was getting into.
Yeah. We're going to pass it on to everybody else right now. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Like, is that something that y'all got caught up in?
So basically, I do
The M2 movement.
Not the Me Too, but the M2.
H-I-M. H-I-M.
Okay.
No, I didn't know there was a Him Too movement.
Go ahead, educate us.
Yeah. So that is for people who have been falsely accused of him by the Me Too movement.
Okay.
But what the press do with that?
Nothing.
Shit, the bug, and the bug. So here's what they need to do.
Johnny Depp should have been part of the Him Too movement.
I think he's the one who.
Is Johnny Depp the one that launched it?
He would have started
That Amber
it.
Heard shit, he fucking destroyed her.
Yeah, I mean, even
100, because he recorded everything.
his 2 lawyers, they were laughing during that case. I do want to add that.
He
But
fucking destroyed her ass.
but yeah, go ahead, Decoy.
So what they need to do is they need to make it a felony. That if you do, and it turns out to be wrong,
You mean perjury?
you get charged with a felony.
You mean perjury?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're going to court. They're going for court for these things.
They are.
So it should be perjury. You want something?
Go right now.
Don't do that. Here's your 30 days in jail. The rest of their life.
Okay, Decoy, I do have this question for you. Since you are, responding with us. What do you think about them coming after it's hard to estimate it right now. I could probably look up facts, but say a 20 to 30 year later fact. What are your feelings on that?
I think you told me it was like 2003 is what you told me, and I just rounded up to 30 years.
Like I said, I'd say about 20 to 30 years. I think that's about kind of accurate. Could be wrong, but you'll let us know in comments.
That person, technically, it would not fall under the category of rape. It should fall under the category of sexual assault. Most of these are in California. Only has
I forgot about
sexual
that.
assault.
Forgot about that. California is its own country.
That's why we get our own
Yeah,
other
we-
opinions.
Yep,
for
forgot
pass
about
around.
that. California is its own country. It's not a part of the United States. Forgot about that. Completely forgot about it.
A little bit more.
Go ahead and just cut California off. And let them
Oh, we're on the same fucking page. Just set off the fucking San Andreas fault line, let it fall off. Put Hillary, Bill, all of them on there, and just let it go. Obama.
So who
Let it
do we have in the VC right now? Which I know you're able to
So,
look us up.
We got we got Tristan too. We got Polly.
So
So I'd like to hear from Tristan.
yeah.
Before Polly.
But I do want to ask
because
though, like,
Paulie's a dick.
I do want to ask at this point for everybody involved. At this point, it's not
Probably
for
because
anybody.
Paulie's not even at his computer.
Do y'all all know about Danny Masterson in that case? Because I think that should be equivalent if we're going to ask this question.
I'll be honest, I haven't really done a lot of shit.
Okay, yeah.
But you know about it.
Do you?
You know about what he like. We pretty
The
much
basis,
gave
yeah.
the basis of what he was accused of and such.
And to be honest, like, this is the first time
Yeah.
I haven't.
This is why I wanted to ask that question, because I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. And if anybody's not, we're going to try to catch them up the best we can. But yeah, I mean, so,
Do you know who he is?
yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is.
I mean, that 70s show, I think that's pretty iconic.
And that's why I went with it
Yeah.
over the ranch.
Oh,
like,
yeah, 100%. I would.
starred and he was Hyde.
I mean, any show like Ashton Kutcher's show after the that 70s show, he was punked. And my thing on that was when he punked Danny Masterson, and even Ashton Kutcher said this, that the point was like, Danny Masterson is the coolest, chillest guy ever. And when he punked him, it really did show. Like, he was like, it was what, some sort of delivery truck. I don't want to say UPS or anything like that, but it was a box truck to where deliveries fell out, and their character was like, oh, well, we'll steal this shit, and Danny Masterson was the punked victim or whatnot. And he was like, y'all can't do this. Like, hey, these are for people. Y'all put that shit back. He was cool as shit. He didn't say anything bad about the people that were trying to steal from him, but he made it a point to where he was like, this isn't right. And for Ashton Kutcher to give a description on him, to saying like, hey, he's a really good character. And the punked episode on that, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. For him to show that, I don't know the word, to show that animosity towards that. Like, I think that shows, but I don't want to say that for everybody, because anybody can say like, hey, well, this one point he was a cool guy, because that it could change.
This
but
isn't
him. It's different.
This isn't even to just justify what Danny Masterson did,
or it didn't. We still are on the hook.
There was something else that came a part of the Me Too movement, which was cancel culture.
Oh yeah. Well,
so
yeah.
Cancel culture was a whole nother ball game, to where you couldn't look at somebody wrong. I felt bad for celebrities at a certain point, to where it was like you couldn't go out to fucking dinner.
Do you remember? Because I know you
have
do.
A special occasion.
I want to say this, but so I want to say, do you remember, to everybody listening right now, people in VC, people in chat, because I know BB knows this one, is when they called out Eminem. Do you remember when they called out Eminem as a cancel culture movement? And so many people were like, hey, fuck off. Like, you cannot mess with Eminem. And I don't want to take that away from Danny Masterson's case or anything like that, but...
So, what I was getting at with cancel culture
Yeah.
is that alongside the Danny Masterson shit, they tried to cancel Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis at the same time.
Yeah.
No, not because they stepped up. They brought their kids into the shit, to where they were talking about they only bathe their kids this many times a week.
Oh, I forgot.
You remember
about
that shit?
Yeah, I forgot
So
about
they tried
that
to
shit.
cancel out Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
They tried it whatever way.
How
Yeah.
they treated their kids. It was like, you're
Whatever way.
abusing your kids because you only bathe them once a week. And they're like, we only bathe once a week. And it's to save on water consumption because we live in fucking California, in Los Angeles, to where there's only a fucking bowl in the middle of the fucking county that supports all of us, and it was going dry.
You know how hard that shit is, though, like, to be able to say...
Literally, there was an episode of 911 that showed where they had to dump fucking water with helicopters off into the bowl of water that Los Angeles holds because they were running out of water. Los Angeles is one of the only counties that they put on water alerts. water alerts.
Yeah.
We have boil alerts here to where like contamination goes through our water lines and shit like that. No, California has water alerts. We're in a dry spout. We collect rainwater because there's water below us, but we don't want to drill there to get it. Instead, we fill a bowl. And guess what? When we have the wildfires, your drinking consumption, your water consumption, your shower consumption, all of it comes from that bowl, but we use it for wildfires. We also dip our helicopters down off into it. There's an ocean right over there. That was another thing that I've always thought about. There's a fucking ocean right over there that has unlimited water. 80% of it has been undiscovered, and it's not running out anytime soon. Why are you not picking up from the fucking ocean that's right beside you and fucking dropping it on the wildfires? Why are you picking from that water bowl that you have? Are you afraid that you're about to kill your koi fish and that you're not going to be able to make your fake sushi because...
So before we get like too far off,
There's no one. You've got one endangered fish, and you're gonna kill an endangered
hold
fish.
on.
That's a whole fucking day. No, Decoy's on the same page. Decoy's even saying pick up from the fucking ocean.
So before we move on away from the Danny Masterson thing, because I feel like we are going to move on
Yeah, we
here in a
are.
second.
I have something.
What I want to say is we've heard from Decoy, we've heard from Tristan. I do want to get with Polly. Yeah, I want to make sure that Polly has a voice on this. Whether or not he knows about it. Doesn't.
Polly, are you still listening, or are you just muted and away from your desk?
There we go. Yeah, I want to make sure Polly has a voice on it.
Unmute, Polly.
He's probably too busy playing with his solid smoker.
We'll give him like 10 seconds. But yeah, if Polly doesn't have anything, we'll continue on.
Come on, Polly.
If anybody knows our streams, we make sure everybody has a voice. And that's one thing we care about.
I feel like we've all been on the same page with the Danny Masterson
Which
situation.
I do want to check our comments because
I have not checked comments.
Yeah,
I
I
do
feel
have
bad
you-
about that, but
It's Decoy's show. He's supposed to be keeping up with comments.
I will not give that because I feel like that's like pushing on somebody else.
We haven't had much. It was Tater. No one's commented since. Because I have that unpopular opinion. I have another sensitive topic.
Okay.
That I would have chosen differently. And I wish Tater was here for this conversation. This was going to be
I'm pretty sure we got Tater out listening.
this
but-
was going to be an unfiltered conversation. We were
Okay.
going to have this on unfiltered. We were going to completely revolve it around unfiltered.
It's hard to come together on
So,
shows.
does everyone know about the Majugger Nuggets
I feel like
situation?
I feel like that's kind of rare because not a lot of people follow shit like that, but I do.
So Decoy doesn't follow Majugger Nuggets.
Yeah, see.
He just said a what? Tristan, you know about the Majugger Nuggets situation?
Not a mind.
All right. So I'm gonna give. I'll
Yeah.
give a little bit of backstory. He's a famous YouTuber. He has millions of subscribers on
Yeah.
YouTube. He got famous off of his dad being angry.
Yeah, Angry Dad, yeah.
It was Angry Dad. That's exactly what it was. But here recently, him and his wife got pregnant. And since he is a millionaire, he decided, okay, we're going to take a special pregnancy test. And that pregnancy test told them that their baby might have Down syndrome. And then there it goes further. It does go further. They boo-hooed on the live stream after having that special test done, on that special pregnancy done. They cried about having a baby, potentially with Down syndrome. These tests are extremely inaccurate. The test that he had done was extremely inaccurate. I want to point out in this conversation as well, before I move forward, that there are plenty of people with Down syndrome in this world that are famous. You have Shane Gillis, stand-up comedian, funny as fuck.
He was Touch.
Uh,
Touch, as he calls it. Yeah.
but he has a fucking Netflix series. There's a Down syndrome guy that owns a franchise of McDonald's and runs them himself. There's a few actors that have Down syndrome. I'm sure that some of those came out of The Ringer. Remember the show The Ringer?
You know I do.
The one that picked up the CD and said you scratched it in pure daylight has aired on multiple movies. I've seen him on a few movies. I can't say his name. I don't know his name.
Knoxville, he continues as having him as a guest because he loves having him on.
So, anyways,
Yeah, the guy from
they had an amniocentesis done. Something that Jess and I were going to have done with Remy. Just so that y'all know, Remy was a preemie. And Remy is one of the smartest kids that I fucking know. He was underdeveloped. He was very small.
He was a preemie. Yeah.
And now he is above his age group in how he's growing, how his brain's developing. He's above his age group. Anyways, so they had an amniocentesis done. The amniocentesis confirmed that the baby had Down syndrome. This is still not an accurate test. Just so that everyone knows, it is not an accurate test. They terminated the pregnancy because the baby could have potentially had Down syndrome. I disagree with it. I would have been the one that it was hard for me and Jess to have a baby. For example, me and Jess lost one. I have our baby tattooed right here.
Camera.
I will stand up and show you the baby we lost.
No.
No.
Better, yeah. You can see the wings. Yeah.
Jess and I lost a baby, and I feel strong about this topic because if I was given the opportunity, and this was something that he said in one of his Facebook posts, was that people were judging him that didn't even have kids. I judge you because I've lost one.
Yeah.
And I have one. And I wish every day that the one that I lost was here. Step in my shoes.
Right. I mean,
Step in my shoes. I watched my wife give birth to a unborn baby, and I held Bryson Joseph. That's what's tattooed on my arm.
What is that? A stillborn, right?
He was technically a stillborn, but she had to be induced in labor, had to go through all those pains and everything, and I held my baby boy in my arms and was like, this is rough.
Because I was away, and I do remember the conversation we had on that.
It was rough.
Yeah. I felt
But
bad.
given whether the baby had anything wrong with it, if the baby came out healthy and it had Down syndrome,
who cares?
raise it.
Yeah, who cares?
They had made a statement that said that they didn't have the mental capacity to deal with a mentally challenged child, and they didn't have the funds or something of that stature to deal with it. And it was like, in my opinion, you're a fucking millionaire.
Here's my stance.
You have the most.
Here's my
ways
stance
to
on
do
something
it.
like that is I get the whole capacity thing. If you don't feel like you're fit to be able to,
I can't shoot a YouTube video today because my baby has Down syndrome. Can't do it today. Can't do it.
here's
Absolutely can't do it.
my thing is like I get as a stance as a parent. I get that you may not have the mental capacity to be able to handle a child like that, but there's I don't know how many people on the adoption part of hey we just want a child that would be willing to take in a child like that. In your case, y'all lost the kid, which I feel bad about. Which we've had that talk of that was my nephew, and that will always be my nephew. But within this category, with that situation, it's different because they were like, "Hey, like we don't have it, so like we're just gonna push against it." You know, I feel bad for that right there because they could have easily said like, "Hey, there's so many people that want to adopt. Let me just push in this forward and be able to apply it for those people that want to adopt." It might not be the person or the kid that you want, but for the people that want to adopt, they're not going to decide. They're not going to say like, "Hey, we don't want that kid. We just want a kid." So easily they could have passed it on. I get that, and I wouldn't have any disrespect.
And could
on
have
them.
done it anonymously.
Exactly. So like my point is like they could have easily did that, and I would have had no disrespect on it. I understand the situation, but for them just to say like, "Hey, we're not going to go through with it because we have a potential of that."
So
No.
me and Jess, for example, with Bryson, we announced it extremely early.
Y'all did?
As soon as we found out that she was pregnant,
Yeah.
we announced it. With Remy, it was different. We took a step back. We said to ourselves, we want to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to give other people false prophecies.
Y'all-
Even with family.
Y'all kept it really close.
Even
yeah.
with family, we waited past Bryson's time.
Like I said, y'all
Like,
kept it
when
real
Bryson
close.
died. When Bryson died, and Jess gave birth at 20 weeks, but he died at 16 weeks.
Yep.
Me and Jess with Remy, we waited past the 16-week mark. We waited past where Bryson died.
Is that you kept me updated, but you didn't keep. You
But-
know, yeah, I get that.
To announce things on a public platform
Yeah, that's
where you have millions of subscribers, did you not expect judgment? And then the people that are giving the negativity for what you did, you're blocking those people from stating their opinions? Because that's what he is doing.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
is actively doing that.
I agree with you right now. Yeah.
If you're not telling him, good job, bro. You made the right decision. Your baby had Down syndrome. No.
Is that you were there with
No.
me?
No.
Keep me informed
Until you watch a
Yeah.
baby die in your fucking arms, come and talk to me, bro, and step toe to toe with me, bro. We'll fucking talk about it. You terminated a pregnancy for a reason that didn't fucking happen. My baby died inside of my fucking wife, and she almost died on top of my baby dying inside of her. Let's talk about it. We're not the same man.
No,
We're not. You're a fucking coward because I would have taken that opportunity. The opportunity that was given to you, I would have taken that opportunity with the grace of God. If I would have knew my baby had Down syndrome and it wasn't going to pass away, instead of going to the doctor one day and saying, we have to go get the doctor. That's what the ultrasound tech said that day. We have to go get the doctor. And me and Jess were like, this is weird. And I already knew what happened. And I walk a mile in my shoes.
Yeah.
Talk about Eminem. Walk a mile in mine. We'll fucking talk about it when you walk a mile in mine, because I can guarantee you can't fucking handle it.
No, I mean you're given a
You
possibility.
can't fucking do it.
You're given a possibility of what could have been.
Watch your wife give birth to a fucking stillborn.
Yeah.
Watch that fucking happen.
Yeah. Like I said, a possibility, and you terminate. No, nah, fuck that, man. Like, there's so many people that are against abortions, and to this point, I never really understood the exact amount. But I mean, now it's like
Abortions need to be abolished, just like slavery was. You can't fucking do it. Don't stick a fucking hanger upper.
no.
I can get it a little bit, and I was blunt with what I just said. I was blunt with what I just said.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
with you,
100% blunt with what I just said. That
Until it happens, you know that pain. That's
no
you know the
one
pain.
can just say they make pills for it.
Yeah,
You don't catch it, that's your fault. You didn't hit Plan B before Plan B was the thing.
That's not even the thing.
That's your fucking fault.
I take it back what I just said. I said that's not a thing, but it's not that. There's two stops. One, for the guy, there's a condom. Two, there's Plan B, which you just said. There's multiple ways to
I get the sexual assault thing. I 100% get it.
Yeah.
We can almost contradict ourselves a little bit with the sexual assault thing.
Depending on what happened, yeah.
With the discussion of Danny Masterson. So that all can go hand in hand. So they get pregnant and they were raped. So you give them a year, well, they done had the baby by then. They can't keep it.
My only thing is making the choice to terminate. That is what gets me. Is like knowing there's a possibility.
There has to be a reason for termination.
Yeah, like I feel like Down syndrome. That's not a reason.
If you say you were raped, yes, it should be. Should that be your entirety of things? That's where proof comes in. If you find out you're pregnant with rape, in my opinion,
yeah, bad situations like that,
speeds things up a little bit. I also have the same opinion about fucking the death penalty. I think that the death penalty, this isn't to go into another conversation. I'm not going into the death penalty.
You had to do it, yeah.
I'm just saying, compare the death penalty to rape. Is that if we say that you have a year to figure it out with rape, that the death penalty should be similar to it. Is if you were sentenced to death, you should only have a year to be able to appeal the death sentence.
For the mother to carry a child that got raped.
I want to pass it. I want to pass it.
Let me add this real quick. And I do agree with BB. I do want to pass it because I feel like we are talking a lot between us. But I do want to add that, like, if you are raped, and I feel for every woman at this point, I think we both do with this. But, like, if you are raped, and I feel like if you do want to get the abortion, I feel like that's necessary. I
was almost on board with my body, my choice. Almost.
I get where you come from. Yeah.
Until there were certain aspects of that, and then it was still like, eh.
My point with rape, if rape is involved, I'll understand the women that make that choice.
Is Polly back? Polly, are you back?
Yeah.
All right, Polly's still not back.
So pass it on to everybody else. But yeah, I do agree with the fact that if someone, as a woman that has been raped, like that shouldn't be considered as a speculation. Like I think that they had that right, to do it. But if it's someone who just accidentally has a baby or something like that, has the same stipulation of, hey, my baby has a chance of being say Down syndrome, for them to terminate. I don't think that is conclusive. I think they should just go ahead and have it because they had that moment to where they could have been safe. Go ahead, Decoy. Yeah. I feel for any woman that's raped and has that decision to make. I mean, yeah, I'm on board with that. That's perfectly fine. But for someone to have the baby by accident and want to terminate, that's different. That's 100% different.
But I mean, it's like she's a very religious. There's no way she would have done it. But back in the 70s,
Shit. Blue name off that.
For Rover, Wade,
Right.
but still, yeah.
Damn, we got a lot of water in that.
That's like
Yeah, more what I thought.
Pour that shit out. The water, at least.
um,
Yeah. Like I said, there's a difference of between a person who got raped versus a person who just made an accident. Person who's got raped, I understand what that woman's going through. I understand, like, hey, she has that right to say, like, I did not want to have a baby with this person. That was never meant to be. She has that right. As opposed to someone who just made a mistake and was like, hey, it happened. I want to terminate because of a kid could be Down syndrome. That's a big difference. And I disagree with that. But a person that's raped, yeah. I mean, a woman that's raped, like, I get that.
To have a test done that says that the baby could, and I want to make that very,
Yeah, like,
I want to make that very clear. The baby could have Down syndrome. So they took not one test, but 2 tests that said the baby could have Down syndrome. Even the amniocentesis, where they draw the amniotic fluid, that is not 100% accurate.
Right.
It is not. Modern medicine is still not up to par to say exactly what's going to happen. Decoy has Alzheimer's. And Decoy has Alzheimer's. And they drew blood on him, and they still say he doesn't. But if he goes to his PCP, they say, you have some timers. And he's like, what? Just like he just did.
Put me in the mix on this. So, like, I love the single life. I love being able to do whatever I want to do. I'm not confined to one person. But if something were to happen to where I screwed up, I got a girl pregnant, it could have been in a situation where I was ready to have a kid. I wasn't ready to have a kid. Like I said, I screwed up at this point. I knew I was going to have a kid. I would never terminate because of something with Down syndrome. I would never terminate because I fucked up. To me, like, that's something that I did. Now, like I said, a woman who's raped, that's entirely different. But, like, I would take the ownership if I accidentally got a girl pregnant. Like, it doesn't matter what the baby comes out to be. I don't care. If a girl comes up to me and says, hey, I'm going to have this kid. This is your kid. I'm going to follow suit. You know, I'm going to be like, okay, what do we need to do?
It falls back with the woman that was raped that, like...
Yeah, like I said, there's a big difference. Yeah.
If you terminate the pregnancy, that's one thing. You grew the courage and you terminated the pregnancy.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Go
I'm
to court.
down.
That is your big time. If you had the nerve to terminate the pregnancy, you have enough courage to be able to say, he raped me. That's my opinion.
It's ownership.
If you had the nerve to terminate a pregnancy, you have enough nerve to say, he raped me, and I can show where he terminated, or where, you get what I'm saying.
It's ownership that's involved, yeah.
Now, if he raped you and you went 5 years later and had the baby, is it rape at that point?
There's a time limit. I agree with your assessment earlier on what we were talking about. Like, there's an expiration.
Now, we're probably 2 of the wrong people to be talking about this topic.
We are. I mean, there's a lot of circumstances that we haven't covered that could be a possibility.
There is.
I mean, going with what you're getting at, yeah.
If you're to think about it, is you carried it out, you had the baby, you raised the baby, you forgot about the rape. Maybe you didn't forget about the rape. I don't know.
My thing is all about...
You didn't forget about the rape. Polly dropped. Yep, Polly dropped.
My thing is all about understanding. It's like, it really depends on the woman, because the woman does carry a lot. I mean, literally carries the baby and all that.
Deagle, I told you, we had 2 major topics we wanted to talk about, and they intertwined with each other.
It did, yeah. I kind of want to pass it back to Tristan. 'Cause
Yep.
I feel like
we hadn't
Nico
heard
has
from
talked.
we hadn't heard from Tristan in a minute.
So Tristan, if you're still listening right now, like given what we just come up on was rape versus just someone who wants to terminate, what are your thoughts on this?
Someone who was an accident.
Aren't we all bastards?
I mean, the accident. Yeah, I was an accident. I
Oh,
give
you
that.
weren't a bastard. I'm
w-
a bastard. My parents weren't married.
I,
My bad.
I wasn't.
My bad. I'm thinking about something different.
I wasn't a bastard, but I mean, at the same point, like
I'm thinking about.
I grew
I'm
into
thinking
it.
about something different. Tristan, were you a bastard? I'm just curious.
I mean, yeah,
At some point.
yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, he agrees with me. Like to me, like I feel like I wasn't. I mean, I know for a fact I wasn't a bastard, but at the same time, I was like I grew into it. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on a girl being raped versus a girl who just, or a couple at that point? So say a girl who's raped versus a couple who wants to terminate. What are your thoughts on those two different categories? Because those are different.
I think it honestly depends on the circumstances.
Yeah.
Like if she's not like medically fit to have, like it's gonna do more damage to her.
Okay. Yeah. That's something we haven't talked about.
By all means.
I get that. Like if someone who's gonna risk her life. Yeah.
That's why Remy was born early.
That fits y'all's circumstance.
It,
Yeah.
it 100% fits
Yeah.
our circumstance.
Yeah.
That's why Remy was a preemie.
But she was willing to go there. I give that to Jess.
Now,
Yeah.
but I had that decision too in
Well, yeah.
my hands. They were asking Jess questions.
But like I said, it
they
falls
were
back to
asking
you.
Jess questions. They had her on fucking magnesium. And she was high as a fucking kite
Yeah.
and was unresponsive. And they're asking her questions, and she goes, "Uh-huh." And like that was her only response was, "Uh-huh." And I felt like I was in an episode of Little Rascals when the shit was happening.
Yeah.
And I had to step in and be like, "Hey, in case you guys didn't know, we're married, and I have power of attorney."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Wait, what?" Like once I started talking about, you know how I am too, though.
I mean, you're fair on that one. Yeah.
You know how I am too, though. So they're asking her questions, and she's making decisions that I don't agree with. And
Yeah.
I had flat out told them, "No, if you want to talk to anybody, you're going to talk to me." And they're like, "No, she's giving us responses, sir." And it's like, I'm her power of attorney. I hate to tell you that, but I'm her power of attorney. She's not in her right mind.
Yeah,
She's not giving you the answers
Exactly.
that I think she needs to be giving you. I'm giving you the answers that I want to know. I want to know what is the survival rate of my wife to my kid. Which one is the most? I want to save my wife over my kid, but which one is the survival rate?
Yeah.
Just like there's people that don't think the way I think, though.
There's a lot of different circumstances that come into play.
It's kind of that you know how I am. Like personally, you know how I am.
Yeah.
I think about the worst before I think about the best.
Right.
So I always psych myself out. I'm always thinking about what's the worst case scenario that can happen to me. And that was with her, with Remy. And if I wouldn't have made the decisions that I made as a husband, and I would have felt bad for her boyfriend, as a husband, if I couldn't have made the decisions I made, neither of them would be here. Neither of them would be here right now.
Yeah.
If I wasn't married to my wife and gave the decisions. That's a whole nother fucking ball game.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, there's a difference between a person that wants to terminate.
And I made those decisions twice.
Like I said,
I made it with Bryce and Joseph to where it was like, do you just want your wife to be an incubator? And it's like, the fuck are you talking about, bro?
So I mean,
like, do I want my wife to carry my baby? No, I want my fucking wife. That's what I want. I want my wife. And with Remy, it was a little bit different. Not that I wouldn't want my wife, but it was what was best for the both of them.
Yeah, 100%.
At the same time. And there were little odds to Remy. There were very little odds for Remy. And I was in the NICU every day. Every single day I was in the NICU. Anytime they said Remy wasn't going to do something, Remy did it. They said he's not feeding. I said, nope, tomorrow he's going to feed. It was almost like Wishmaster type shit.
Yeah.
Remy's not feeding. Prayed that night and said, nope, my baby's going to feed. And,
Push through it, yeah.
I get asked that same question. It's not to go off beat. But ask that same question of, well, you don't go to church, but you still pray to God. Yeah, I pray to God. It's 100%. I don't have to go to church to worship God. I don't have to do that.
Oh, when you're in the time of need, you're going to pray to somebody.
God's there if you need him.
Like I said, you're going to pray to somebody if you're in the time of need, yeah.
And Remy defeated all odds, 100%.
Yeah.
Remy defeated all odds. Healthy, smart. He's everything you would want in a kid. He's going to be the only baby. 100% he's going to be the only baby. But if he would have had any problems, if I could have held Bryson Joseph in my hand and Bryson Joseph had Down syndrome and we were raising Bryson and Remy, absolutely, dude. I'd love to hear. I don't know if that's the dad coming out of me. I'd love to hear 4 little feet going across my hardwood floors. I 100% would have done it. If I could have saved Bryson, if that would have been a thing to save Bryson, I would have done it. And that's just the person that I am. I would have done it. I don't care what test you have out there that would have tried to tell me otherwise. And I'm also that person too that you could tell me that I'm wrong and I'm gonna say I'm right.
Well, I mean, that's the thing though, is like there's a thing to either terminate or there's a thing of hope to where I'm
never would have terminated a pregnancy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's hope and there's
That's
termination.
That's the part that I don't get is how can you
Yeah. It's not easy.
There's some emotional going in my voice right now.
Like I said, there's a difference between termination and hope.
Clear my throat and I can't do it.
Yeah.
If there's anything wrong, if there was something that affected the baby to where I had to, there would have been a difference. But Down syndrome, in my opinion, is not one of those things.
No, I mean,
that would have even been an option. To have Bryson Joseph here, and I just think of that when I think of situations like this, and it was hard to watch the video because when they found out, they just boo-hooed about it, and it was to me it was just like, why are you crying? Why are you crying? In the very first video, when they announced the pregnancy, found out that it might have had Down syndrome, I looked at Jess. I went back to Jess and I told Jess, I just watched him in Juggernaut's video, and they were crying because their baby might have Down syndrome. And Jess goes, "Wait, what?"
Right.
And I was like, "That's how I felt." And then watched the one where they confirmed it. And I was like, they terminated the pregnancy. And Jess goes, "What? Are you fucking kidding me?" And I was like, that's like flashback, and it's like if I could have I wish we could have flopped shoes. That's where I was getting at. I wish we could have flopped shoes where you lost it. You lost it. Feel that loss. And you wouldn't have made the decision that you made. Because I can guarantee you, if me and Jess would have got that reading our first time, and we wouldn't have lost the heartbeat at 16 weeks, she didn't have to give birth at 20 weeks to a baby that was only 16 weeks. Step in my shoes, brother. Because I wouldn't have made the decision that you made, and then you want to judge people on your channel, and you're blocking people for having opinions. Step in my shoes, brother. I would have kept the baby. And that's the difference between me and you as a man. I would have struggled through it. And it's not even struggling through it. That's not even a thing.
To me, it's more of entitlement. It's like, oh, I don't want to have
You
a
were
baby.
the most capable.
Yeah.
The most capable.
Yeah.
They talked about mental capacity. They talked about funds. What are you talking about?
Like
You're a fucking millionaire.
As the separation between me and you, like you went down the married life, you went down to I want to have a kid. For me being the single life, if I were to have a kid in the same shoes as you, if both opportunities were to have, made an impact on it, would have been for you as a married person, you have a kid or whatnot. To me, like I would feel more like a married person would want to have a kid. To me, a single life, I wouldn't expect to have a kid, but if I did,
own up to it.
Right, exactly. It's all about ownership.
Own up to it.
And I think that's where me and you both agree on to, even though we have our different lifestyles, if that were to come down to a fact, we're not going to turn that down. We're just going to be like, we're going to own it up. We're going to take ownership of it and be like, hey, this is our kid. No matter what the flaws may be, if you want to call it a flaw, that we're going to own up to it. We're going to have that kid. We're not going to terminate.
So they talk about the streamer lifestyle, and kind of like that's what they're going through. Is the vlogger and streamer lifestyle. Who sits in that chair at the start of every podcast? Who has been in that chair at the start of a podcast? Involve your children in things that you do. Be proud of your children and the things that they do.
I mean, for the terms of termination, that is the least most factor is saying like, oh, my kid may have Down syndrome. I'm going to go ahead and terminate. May, yeah. Why? Like, I would, to me, like, I'm not trying to have kids. I'm not. Like, I'm the single life. If I were to have a kid with Down syndrome, if a girl were to come up to me and be like, hey, we screwed up. I'm pregnant, I have a kid, this is something that's going to happen. And I found out later down the road, she's going to birth a Down syndrome kid. Hold on. She's going to birth a Down syndrome kid. I'm not going to look at it as like, okay, yeah, I agree with you. Let's toss it.
Someone we haven't heard from on this standpoint has been Decoy.
I mean, yeah, we're passing around. Yeah, I do want to hear everybody's opinion.
We've heard a little bit about Tristan.
Yeah.
But Decoy, what's your opinion?
Oh,
It's a tough one, yeah.
number one.
We're going to open it up, Decoy. We're about to make this a little more happy.
I will keep the fun. I will never watch the rich one. Okay, and juggle his nuts. Have kids need to stop protecting. They need to tell those kids, girls, those abilities.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
There's a local kid around here that has Down syndrome. I'm sure you've seen Morgan on Facebook around South Haven happenings and such.
Yep.
She owns a shop company or a soap company. She sells soap. I graduated with her sister.
We fuck around with it. Not so. Your point on this decoy is look at Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis, he jokes about that shit.
That he is a touchdown syndrome. You can
Yeah,
tell.
he's
that,
a touch. I love
I
the
have
fact
a
that he does
touch
it.
of Down syndrome.
I mean, he's the famous comedian right now at this point. I feel like
There's a kid right now that owns a franchise of McDonald's and runs that McDonald's chains in his area.
I mean, you said it yourself. You put yourself in their shoes. Look at Shane Gillis, what he's offering right now. And he's a big, wide-known comedian. I love him to death. I've literally, like, whatever shows he's a part of, like, I'm there. He, if anyone hadn't noticed, check out Netflix, check out the show Tires. Yeah. But, I mean...
Great stand-up comedian, though.
What he's offering, though, for me, in my perspective, because I don't want to give anybody, just to be able to have to join, but my perspective, like, that's something that's cool. Like, if you were to have Down syndrome, you're growing up and you look at Shane Gillis, what he's done. I think as a kid with Down syndrome, you're like, I can make it, And as a parent to those kids, I would feel like, I don't even know the word for it. It's like, here we go. Like, I love this comedian. I love that I have a kid that's like this, that can be able to look up to someone in this perspective of, hey, I'm not Down syndrome. I can live my life. I can do something with it. Look at Shane Gillis. I have a potential. And then that, to me, like, that's the whole fact in the matter of a day. Not given within a year or whatever. That's their hero. And it doesn't have to be that one person. It could be many others, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people out there who have made it successful in their career.
So
who have it.
Decoy, two drunks completely hijacked your show.
A little bit. You invited us, so this is what happens.
For one, Decoy, on behalf of two drunks, I would like to thank you for letting us host your second annual barbecue podcast.
I think it's something that needs to get passed around. I do like this fact.
Absolutely. We talked about it.
We did.
I nominate, we've already nominated it, but I nominate Tater to do it next year.
I agree with that. Yeah, I like that.
So the same viewpoint that we are, you're going to be the voice in the background. You're going to be our Morgan Freeman.
Here we go.
To like boost him on, give him that pat on the back. You're going to be our Morgan Freeman. So next year, Hunter and I will sit sideline and get to hear Tater, and Tater will host, because you corrected us earlier that we were co-host of the Front Porch, but no, you allowed us to be the host of Front Porch. But you're the voice of reason behind the Front Porch.
Yeah.
You're the voice of reason behind it, but you let us host the show.
You brought us together on this occasion, yeah.
And I hope
yeah, weak ass.
I hope we showed what Memphis barbecue was in this episode.
It's hard to say that, but as a perspective, yeah.
You saw what I did tonight? I was the face of Memphis tonight. I was the face of Memphis tonight in this episode.
I don't know about that, but I mean, you showed face, I guess.
You got to see what Memphis style barbecue is.
This is our home style barbecue, yeah.
I showed that.
Yeah, I give you that.
That's what I was getting at.
I don't want you to say like you're the face of Memphis to this point. Like that's
I'm no. Out of our group, I'm the face of Memphis, and I showed you what Memphis barbecue is here. I showed it. He's gonna eat it. Them boudins.
I mean,
That
you-
was. We're gonna split that at some point.
you can't go wrong with boudin. You gotta have boudin.
That boudin, I cooked that fucking perfect, bro.
Yeah, it was good.
But Decoy, do you have a final topic to
Ooh,
close
there we
us
go.
off? Something you want to talk about? Do you have something you want to talk about that closes us off?
And everybody's who's here in VC is going to be a part of.
Give us one final topic.
Close us out, Decoy. You got it.
This is your annual barbecue. Tater's next time solo. Me and Hunter might be there, so
I was
me and
wondering
Hunter
if
might be there. Me and Hunter might be there. Let's see how this year goes.
So,
Hey, Decoy, you willing to have 2 episodes?
for an annual. Yeah.
You want to go 2 annual episodes? You want to go?
Hold on. I feel like Decoy's trying to say something, but you keep cutting him off. Decoy, what you got for us?
when are you planning on being down there?
Be there next month, July 17th through the 24th.
It's 10 days total.
I think 24th, right?
I think what we need to have is a unfiltered barbecue.
Okay. What
An
okay.
unfiltered barbecue.
He said
cook-off.
unfiltered, but what about a squad cast barbecue? Because I feel like squad cast might hit a little bit more home because we haven't had a lot of squad casts. But I do like Decoy's.
We have
opinion
so
on
many
this.
plans. We're gonna be live, so this is gonna be different.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's gonna be different. So every day that me and Hunter are in North Carolina, South Carolina,
Close to it.
where
Yeah.
are we gonna be?
North Carolina, but border of South Carolina, from what I've heard.
But I think we're gonna be in South Carolina, the border of North Carolina. I don't fucking know.
I think it's north to border south. But yeah.
We're boarding one of them.
Borderline. Yeah.
We're boarding one of them.
Borderline Carolina.
Uh,
That's what we're going with.
We will be live every day. We've told Tater that's a stipulation. That it's either going to be on Unfiltered, Two Drunks. We're going to be live every single day.
Night. I'd say maybe night. Yeah.
Night.
We'll enjoy our day of vacation
We
with
are going
Tater.
to enjoy our day. It's our day vacation is me and you.
Daycation.
Our daycation is me and you.
Daycation with Tater. It's not just us. It's with Tater.
Tater's not always going to be there. It's a me and you thing.
I feel like Tater brought up that he was going
I
to be.
think he did say he
Yeah.
changed his schedule.
Yeah.
He is going to be there with us
But I do agree with BB. We are going to be live during the
day.
occasion. Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Every day that we're in North Carolina, we're going to be there.
Expect a lot of squad casts, a lot of members.
We're going to be
with their
live
squad.
in the car.
Yeah.
That's another thing. We're going to be live
We
in
haven't
the car.
discussed about, but yeah, I'm down with that.
So on the way there, we're going to give. We talked about music playlists, but to keep us entertained. But live chat
So,
will keep us.
you get over by the telephone,
We're not going to be pulled over by anybody.
yeah, okay, but
That's the plan. Yeah.
But yes, we're gonna go live in the car. Our trip there, that'll be a thing. On
Yeah.
the Too Drunk side. Keep us occupied. We've talked about music and such.
We have, yeah.
Decoy, final topic. Give us final topic.
If not, I got one
You got one.
in the chamber, but I'm gonna let Decoy cover it if he has one.
Hunter has the topic.
I got a iffy one. Sorry, Decoy.
travel sometimes it's like a pilot, double
All right, we're actually going to get Hunter's topic 2 on this.
Okay, so stop you. Just make sure we're on the same page. It's going to be more game related. So
Yes,
okay,
we'll get yours. on
yeah,
top
we'll
of
make sure
this.
we're good.
So your pilot center, your favorite stop center. So mine's Loves because that's what we have here. I can do it in Little Rock. I can do it in West Memphis. I can hit the Loves up.
I got one on this one.
What you got?
So for me, so for me, like one stop that I've made a point to BB was we have to have a stop at Buc-ee's.
Mm,
But it's not something that's gonna be common. So like BB said, like BB was like Loves is something we're gonna hit a lot on. Buc-ee's to me is more of a one-time experience. Because I'm not sure how many times we'll be able to go to a Buc-ee's. I think Buc-ee's is a one, maybe a 2-time. Yeah.
we're gonna get one's there, one's back.
Yeah. So like for me, like Buc-ee's will be an experience for me because I don't. BB, have you ever been to a
I've
Buc-ee's?
never been to a Buc-ee's.
Okay, so-
I've always wanted to go to a
So,
Buc-ee's.
so you're on the same page with me. It's like Buc-ee's will be a
I've always
one-time.
wanted to go to a
Yeah,
Buc-ee's.
one-time experience on that. Maybe a 2-time experience coming back, like BB said. But yeah,
I'm giving you twice on Buc-ee's. We're going to Buc-ee's twice.
I'm down with that. Like I will.
I'm gonna love Buc-ee's the first time because I've heard it. We're gonna eat at Buc-ee's. That's our halfway.
we have to
almost
eat
our
at Buc-ee's,
That's
yeah.
almost our halfway stop. So we're gonna eat Buc-ee's twice. And get something different twice.
But
and we'll review it when we come back.
But yeah, to agree with BB, like Loves
Actually,
is
we
the
may
place.
review it then and there.
We
We
can do
both
it.
have phones. We both have learned that Two Drunks podcast gets used
I mean, experience wise,
off
like
our randomness.
experience wise, I think that would be a cool little shoot. But yeah, for me, like I would say a Buc-ee's is gonna be an experience. Loves, 100% is something that we are almost. I don't want to say dedicated to, but we experience a lot of, so that's gonna be something we do stop at.
We're gonna be live a lot that week.
Oh yeah, even
I
on
feel
the way
like
there,
most of our
yeah.
drive is gonna be live.
That's what I said on the way there. Yeah.
We've talked about music and all that. We might start the trip out live.
Something we haven't talked about, which this is actually new that I'm thinking about it right now, is can we actually showcase the music that we listen to versus having a Suno just drive as like something that people can actually listen to if we do something like
So we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Off stream, we'll talk about it.
yeah, that's something brand new I just thought about.
That's something we can do.
But yeah, I would agree with BB. Loves or Buc-ee's is a place that we would kind of look forward to. Something that's more often within our trip. Decoy or Tristan at this point. Okay, Decoy. Your final thoughts on this episode. Is there any BB's? So BB is reminding me right now. Stops along the way is Decoy's topic right now. For me, I would say Buc-ee's would be something that I would be looking forward to. Loves is something that we're used to, and something that's probably going to be more a continuous thing. Just because, I mean, the travel along the way, Loves is usually more popular. But yeah, Tristan, I mean, even getting involved in this is, what are some stops that you think that we might actually hit?
I mean, I'm kind of impartial from Texas, so was known as the Buc-ee's motherland.
I mean, it's kind of hard to actually plan out, especially if you don't know the route there. But yeah, I mean, Bucky's, I think, is something that's been iconic here lately, and something that we have never had. So it's
So-
like something we want to do.
Decoy, you asked the question. So what was your answer to your own question?
That's a good point.
Well, I'm solo owner of large, whatever they were just a very small home. But for me, my favorite one from traveling on the interstate is a travel center of America.
What? That
Go fast as you can.
no. Say what you said one more time.
The travel part.
Travel centers of America.
TA.
TA.
Yep, TA.
Those are starting to dwindle down now.
They are dwindling down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Jet, you know. So, Jet was Monaco, travel center. And when Still 66 and Conoco merged, they kind of own more of the, they're going towards like the Loves and the Bucky's and all that good stuff. And then mom and pop shit.
So we would like to have one more topic. Hunter had his pocket topic, and I'm just curious to see what Hunter's pocket topic is. What do you got?
I kind of gave you a little description of it, but so yeah, we have started a new game for the Squadcast. I know Squadcast has been more of a description on this of as everybody just comes together with topics, but with the squad as a whole, it's been a minute since we've actually played a game together. So something that we've talked about. It could be a small group of just BBB and maybe Paulie added to this. But I feel like it's kind of growing on right now because we do have Hammy Games. Hammy Games has added this into his game list.
Hammy Games, welcome back into the squad as a member.
Yeah, as a member, yeah.
Just as a member.
We've have come a lot of games that have been similar to each other's groups or whatnot. But yeah, so there's a game out there which is like Prop and Seek. Decoy, I'm not sure if you actually played Prop and Seek with us.
Polly played Prop Seek with us.
Yeah, Paulie I know
There's
played.
not many people that played Prop Seek with us.
But if you are fond of like Prop and Seek type games, I know there's a lot of like I'm not sure if it was Call of Duty or a lot of war games that played with Prop and Seek. There's a new game, though. It's called Mecha Chameleon. Check it out. It's the same premise of Prop and Seek, except instead of changing into an actual prop, you have to actually blend your character, which is a smaller character than the Seeker, into the artwork of the map.
Blend in with your surroundings.
Yeah. So like it's definitely artistic, which I think for us it's
I'm
funny.
not artistic at all. I'm a little bit autistic, but
Yeah, that's my point. Is like it's supposed to be artistic, but like for the squad, like I don't think there's many of us that are artistic. I think it would be kind of cool, especially if you get enough of the squad members only to play, because we've ran into playthroughs where we get like just randoms join in on our map just out of the blue. But yeah, so like you're a little person, and you want to like try to add yourself into the map. You have to actually paint yourself into the map to stay hidden. It's something that me, BB, and Paulie have both tried here recently. I think it would be a cool experience. Like I said, I know Hammy has bought the game. I don't know if anyone else has, but that's something I would recommend and maybe playing with us. Tristan, I don't know if you heard about it. I don't know.
The first time hearing.
Yeah. Mecha Chameleon. Definitely look it up. Look up Peanut.
I
Peanut
want to
was.
play more games, Tristan. I'd be down to play more games with Tristan.
Yeah, I mean, we're always about like finding games that everyone can be a part of. But yeah, if you haven't heard of the
I
game,
was
look
shocked
up
to
Peanut.
see Tristan here tonight.
He was kind of
and
early, yeah. He jumped
Tristan's
in.
been here the entire time.
Yeah.
He was here for Decoy. I can 100% tell you that. He wasn't here for BB.
I mean, I'm down with that. Like the squad, like we're here for each
I
other.
say
So
that, but Tristan's seen BB too. Decoy has his annual of everything going on.
But
so hey, Decoy, we're gonna end the show tonight. I'm sure we're gonna talk after the show.
oh yeah.
Have some bullshit. Thank you, Decoy, for letting the two drunks host this year's barbecue episode.
Thank everybody who participated and judged us as well. But yeah, we had a fun time.
Hopefully, BB showed you a little bit of some Memphis barbecue that goes on and how we do it. But until next time, I'm gonna end it in true drunk fashion. Till next time, guys, I'm the Delta BB.
Oh, mother.
We'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Get y'all. It's been fun.
Peace.
Got to give an old man credit for getting up. You didn't help. You pushed me close to the table.
His knees just cracked.